All right, we're going. We're doing it live.
Doing it live.
It says we're live. We're doing it live.
Yeah!
I just saw Tim's nut bust face. Like,
Oh yeah, you did.
Dude, you know that's how he rocked that shit. Them clenched cheeks and that face. Oh man, what a beautiful combination.
Damn straight, baby.
Wow.
Damn straight.
Woo! It's been
Baby.
quite the 2 years in between. So thanks guys for coming back, everybody, and yeah,
Holy
everybody
shit.
watching, freaking waiting for us. We're just working the kinks out since YouTube decided to like totally change everything
Completely different.
compared to
man.
how it
Yeah.
used to work. It's completely different. So forgive any snafus, but we're gonna make it work.
I think we're on it though. I think we're ready. We're doing it. We're here.
We're
Yeah,
doing
I
it.
know. It's almost like I'm in a dream 2 years ago.
Flashback.
Exactly.
Damn, 2 years. That's so crazy, man.
And how fast it went by, and it does not seem like 2 years, but then I think about just all of the crazy crap that's happened just in my life, and I don't know. I mean, we all stay in touch all the time, and you guys have so many of you guys have had such major changes in your lives. Just the fact that we got this back together again is kind of a small miracle in and of itself. I'm really
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Beautiful thing. Oh.
I just love that Tim's goatee makes it look like fake time has passed.
Oh, dude. this is
Reverse
not a-
time.
And 10 years.
This is a
later.
full
And like he has
beard.
like a beard now, you know.
It's a full beard.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
In
not
Yucca.
Yuko,
$50
take
off
it,
the
take
bat.
it easy, man. This ain't a charity drive. That's more than I made on YouTube in 2 years.
Yeah, everyone's looking real healthy though. I mean,
I look pretty good for a dude who's about to turn 50, I think.
bro, you look like you fucking like took off like 10 years off your age, dude. Like
Losing weight.
Yeah.
Losing weight made all the difference, man, and I'm
You're
still
looking beautiful.
Thank you. You're beautiful too.
I just want
Whoa.
to
Wow,
kiss that,
Napper over
kiss
there
that
with
sweet, sweet, smooth
$49.99.
head.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, dang, take it easy. Thank you.
Right,
man.
man.
You guys
Yen's
definitely,
buying drinks.
yeah, you guys definitely don't have to donate. Don't have to do that. But I do appreciate it.
Damn.
About to say, and we're back every week.
Yeah, I know.
We're back every week.
Hey, we'll see you guys next Monday, live all the time.
Seriously, man, you guys fucking rock though. That's super awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you guys. Man, what the hell have you guys all been up to? I've been trying to keep up on everyone's channel except Arson, because I think you stopped making vid about 5 years ago.
Nah, yeah, it's getting close to 2 years now, but you know, I gotta work on that.
Still recovering from Comic-Con, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the last.
Can't get
Oh
rid of
my
that
god,
fucking
yeah,
neck
that,
beard
right,
age.
that Comic-Con bit. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the last.
What a way to end my channel, right?
Yeah.
A fucking bit that nobody cared about.
Like, just like that guy who he randomly wandered off into the forest in Alaska and got into an old school bus and died of starvation. Just like went off on a tangent. That's like the Arson channel right now. He just
Yeah.
I totally just watched that documentary.
It's
I can't
like-
remember the name, but it was good.
yeah. McCandless, Chris McCandless was his name.
Yeah. Didn't they try to pitch it as like he was like a hero and doing what he loved? I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not how it went down, dude.
No, it's not. He was a very troubled young man. That's how that happened. It's that there's nothing to celebrate.
Wait, are we still talking about me or someone else?
Troubled young man.
Take it however you want. It could be either way.
Oh, okay. The way that I think about it is like if you're trying to break up with your girl, you just like start throwing some weak ass fucking dick game at her, and eventually like it's just like all right, like it's over. Like that's pretty much what that video was.
But you are creating content on Twitch.
Yeah. Every day. Well, almost
Yeah,
every day.
you
Every
guys can
weekday.
still catch Arson every day.
I watch you on television, Arson.
You're-
Arson, I watch you
Oh.
on. I watch you on my Roku TV late at night.
What, on like America's Most Wanted or something like that? Or
No, they have a Twitch app. Yeah, Roku
Oh,
TVs
shit.
have a Twitch app, and it just puts you right up there on the big screen playing whatever you're playing.
dope. Hell yeah.
It helps
So
me
you-
get through the night.
it helps you put you to sleep, huh? This is boring. I'm gonna watch some Arson.
How did that 30-hour stream go for you and Derek? Who's the first one struggle bussing?
Dude, it
was a mutual thing. We both
yeah.
we both probably could have gone on even longer, but it was one of those like, all right, it's 30 hours. You gotta like,
That's
Right?
so crazy.
because it was 10 a.m. from Saturday to 4 p.m. fucking Saturday.
Oh
Our
my
Sunday.
Jesus, dude.
God. I would still be recovering after that. I'd be like, all right, catch you guys like in a week.
Oh, so when I hit you up on Saturday, you had just started.
Dude, we were already on for like a few hours. That's why when I told you, I said, damn, bad timing, dude, because we just started 24-hour stream. Yeah, Sub D, out of all fucking days in the world, is like, bro, I'm like right down the street from your fucking house riding by, dude. And like, we just started the fucking stream. I felt like, oh man, the one, because it's rare when he's kind of out here. So it was kind of like one of those moments where it was just such bad fucking timing.
It's so funny and so weird too, because it's real. I mean, you play Twitch and it's not quite a job, but it's not quite just for fun. Like it's like that weird middle ground, right?
Dude, it's so weird because because of how it even rose to even be what it is today. It's kind of like I don't even know if there's even a title to call what you're doing.
Right. It's definitely not a job, and it's definitely not just for fun. Right.
Somewhere in between.
It's somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle of all that.
It's a strange obsession.
You're doing it. You're just like, yo, no, I can't come. I'm playing video games.
Dude, honestly, like you're absolutely on point with that, because like, I got like my friends in my personal life and shit, they're like, hey, let's like hang out on Friday. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be like streaming and shit. And they're like just don't do that then. I'm like, no. like I like it's between like want and like need. So it's like I want to stream because I love doing it, but like at the same time it's like I just can't like I can't like just like cancel. It's like, dude, I don't fucking like tell you to fucking go up to your boss at fucking Chili's and fucking say, hey, I can't work today, I'm gonna go fucking party. You know what I mean? Not quite the same, but yeah. No, so it's I never ever think about it as a job. Like if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. But the people that are in the streams like are just fucking amazing, and
Your
I
streams
love being
are
around
crazy,
them.
man.
Yeah, I love being around every single one of them. So like I'm super fucking blessed that like I can at least like stay in touch with the community, and like in that aspect, it's dope. It's honestly dope.
That is awesome.
While we're talking about video games, I need someone to confirm some shit. Leroy Jenkins. Is that a real thing or is it a fake thing?
It's a real thing. That's from
real.
That was from WoW. They're like, look
Wow,
up Leroy
like the
Jenkins.
original, yeah.
No. I was talking about it the other day, and some dude swore up and down. I forgot to go and look it up myself, but he said that Leroy Jenkins finally came out and said it was all fucking staged.
I've heard that too.
I've read that in places too, that it was like set up as a joke.
Oh, the actual video when it happened?
Yeah, it was a joke.
Probably.
That
But, like,
is
it's still
devastating.
funny. It's still funny as fuck. Like you can't deny that it's not still hilarious.
I know, yeah, it is still hilarious.
That
And
dude was my fucking hero, and then now I feel like he frauded me. I feel
thanks,
Oh
guys.
man,
bad.
you of all people, Sub D, you are a personality. How can
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I was
right?
really holding on to
You're
that whole
anybody.
Leroy
you
Jenkins.
be like,
thing
you
for
can
some
still
reason.
love it? You know?
Leroy just wanted desperately for it to be real. Just fucked it up for everyone and ruined it.
Fucking, you should have never come out and said
Fucking
that.
Leroy.
If I see you, I'm gonna spit on your fucking shoes next time.
Ruined the raid party. God damn.
I'll beat him with a chicken wing.
Dang, Troy Z, thanks, fam. You guys do not have to be like donating. This is not a thing, but thank you.
You got some.
They're going
Yeah,
ham.
you'd be able to buy a
They're going
real
nuts.
nice.
We got
whiskey.
200 people.
We
So,
should have
man,
sold tickets to this bitch.
I'm
You're,
be-
you're brewing beer now, huh? Is that your main gig now?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, I'm the deputy brewmaster for a small brewery here in West Texas, but I'm still doing my multimedia company, so I'm doing both.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it still time to do a shot every time Tim Crate says West Texas?
yeah.
Is that I forget I
Man.
forget what all they were. Like do a shot every time Tim.
Yeah, it was a drinking game. Every time I say it, you're supposed to take a shot or take a drink.
I better go grab some jalapenos and whiskey, some pepper jack shots. West Texas.
only in West Texas do they call it the deputy brewmaster.
That's right.
Like who? Assistant? Fuck out of here. We're in Texas. I'm the deputy.
Yeah. So if you, if you have a hand in how that kind of works is there's like a lead brewer, there's a brewer and a lead brewer and a brewer's assistant and a brewmaster and assistant brewmaster or deputy brewmaster. If you formulate recipes, if you create recipes, then you're one of the brewmasters. So that's kind of how that works. If you're just brewing the recipes, you're a brewer. You could be.
I feel like we should all take a drink together and just do it live.
How did I not
Let's
get
all
something
do it live, and everyone watching, like 200 people, like simultaneously taking a fucking cheers shot.
Do it. The past 2 years, I made the insane switch from Heineken to Dos Equis.
Really?
You calm
Dude,
down.
Dos Equis
I
are
know.
good. I freaking like Dos Equis.
Dude, I don't know why. One day we were at like a kickback, like a fucking at one of Franny's friends, and they just had a bunch of Dos Equis. I ran them a Heineken, got a little swig of this. I looked down at the bottle, looked up, looked right back down at the bottle, and I was like, "This is some good shit." And from that day forward,
From that day, changed my life.
yeah, it's not like the first time I had Dos Equis. It was just that moment. It was just so good in the moment. It was so easy to drink and chill that I just that one moment pretty much solidified the switch.
Those are freaking good.
For some regular bitch ass beer. Josh, do you guys fucking have Dos Equis at your bar?
No, I don't carry it.
Do you carry like any Mexican beer at all? Probably Corona.
Yeah, Negro Modelo, and then
Oh, watch your mouth.
Oh, there goes the live
Watch your
stream.
mouth.
Why you gotta be like that?
Demonetized.
Channel's about to get deleted tomorrow, guys.
Negro Modelo and Corona.
Oh shit.
Negro.
Oh, too much.
Oh man.
Man,
Roll that R a little better.
where's Billy at? I seen him in the side chat, and then
Yeah, get his ass in here, boy.
get his ass in here.
Dude, I love that you've done. I love that you started doing metal detecting videos, Derek, because it's like, and what I don't know, whatever else anybody wants to say about it, it's just like, man, you don't have to do the exact same thing on fucking YouTube all the time. You'd be like, hey, this is my hobby. This is what I'm doing. I really fucking dig that, man.
I started spending so much of my time doing that I was like, fuck it, let's just put these videos up. But it's funny, you think those videos like wouldn't be, oh, I guess if you don't find anything, they probably wouldn't be that interesting. But dude, I've been watching this guy named, I don't really want to say his name too. It sounds like something else, but Aqua something else. His name is, I'm gonna say it really slow because I don't want to make people think. His name is Aqua Chigger. So I don't want people to that's his name, but he's got like he's got 1.5 million subscribers, and the dude literally just goes out and metal detects. And I've been following that guy's fucking channel for like the past year, and I shit you not, one day I was like just fucking like, let me check how much these things cost, because I thought they were like, a G or something plus for those things, and found a dope little mid-tier, $130. Was like, you know what? Let's try it. Been hooked ever since.
Dude, they are awesome. I fell in the wormhole of like the metal detecting vids years ago. Like, it's like the anticipation, like, oh shit, what are they gonna find? And like, man, people watch that. There's like a whole definite niche for that.
Yeah,
So
you
now,
can watch them too.
now
dude,
you're like
those-
combining the two things.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
love it, man. To me, it's like it's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say about it, but I'm just like, you know what, dude? Because everyone's paying because of motorcycles, most everyone, but it's like, dude, that's not the only thing I do in my life,
I surprisingly didn't have a lot of people that I would expect saying, oh, I had one comment, I think, since I've doing videos, one fucking comment where one guy said, I've been following you for years for moto vlogs. I didn't subscribe for you to watch you dig up fucking pennies. Unsubscribe.
Oh damn, that guy just
Salty.
savage.
Yeah. I mean, fair.
Yeah. Hey, it's one in the batch, dude. It's no big deal. You can't appeal to everybody, and that's the one thing you got to remember with YouTube. You got to do what the fuck you enjoy and not fucking tailor to others, because I think that's what will turn you into like a different shitty person. Like I like metal detecting. I'm spending my time to do it. So hey, I brought a camera with me and fucking start making videos doing it. That's how I'm looking at it. It's a hobby I'm doing by myself regardless,
Does it break down? Because I totally pictured you on the Grom with this like fucking metal detector.
You got that antenna
Driving
going
down
on.
the street, looking like my favorite Martian.
Yeah, I was like,
You'll be happy to know, yes, it does break down, but you'll be even happier to know that I don't break it down. And
oh yeah.
You gotta
just
add Billy back to the freaking chat.
Oh, is he not in the chat anymore?
It's in the Facebook
Facebook chat.
SFF, boy.
And
Adam,
thanks
There we
for that
go.
donation.
Go.
Much
Are we allowed to
appreciated.
You gotta add 'em to it.
Are we allowed to say Super Faggot Force on
Yeah,
YouTube
we're
now?
Yes.
On
Phil,
YouTube,
really,
maybe, but not
we're
Twitch.
doing it live.
Yeah, all the people
Anything
who
goes.
just donated is allowing us to still say faggot.
Okay.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm glad we can still say faggot openly without.
Really,
being-
go to the Super Faggot Force secret Facebook group. The link is in there, dude.
I had to re-add him.
Super
I don't know why
secret.
he left.
Did he leave?
He had left it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Why would you leave the OG chat?
Yeah,
Hi.
that makes no sense. We're gonna have to have
I
a little,
haven't even left it.
we're gonna have a little discussion.
I know if
about that.
Arts is still in it. You could just mute it,
That's like being inside some good
Billy, I
person.
just added you back to it, man.
We're gonna have to have a little talk.
Honestly, and then just taking it out and leaving mid-stroke. You were in some
Stroke.
a good chat, man. It's a good trope, a good chat.
Man, we're
Oh.
getting up there. 227.
Hey, look,
Jesus.
Ramekins in chat.
Heck yeah, man.
It's people like literally scrolling by and seeing what they would see 2 years ago, and then checking the date and seeing the big red live. Like, wait, what?
Wait, wait, yeah,
Yeah.
is this real?
Is this a thing?
Dude, I can't believe it. When was the exact? Was it exactly 2 years, or was it longer?
A little over, I
I
think.
think it's a little over. And then we went back. Me and Tim the other night went back and looked at when the first one was. It was 2014.
Yeah,
was-
summer of
The
2014.
very first stream, it was like me, Dan Moto, and Sub D. It was like the very first one.
Dude, I know, and I was the reason you guys moved it to fucking Monday.
Yeah, that's
Because I
right.
was like, what was it? You were like, oh, we're gonna do it on Wednesday or some shit like that. I'm like, nah, dude. I work on Wednesday. Let's change that shit. Change everything because of me.
You guys remember like the old? Oh my god! Oh shit! This was 5 years ago. I think Neil, you were here, dude. We did one too on my channel in December 16, 2013, and this is so old.
With
This is
Yummy.
dude, this is so old. These are the names: Ms. Shift, Yummy R6, Arsenite X, Motonosity X, and more. That was
Wow.
that was the first hangout I've ever fucking done when we.
Dude.
Dang.
Hey, that's the origins of anal ease right there.
When
That's
was it
literally-
that
Is it
Motonosity
really?
came into the hangout and
Dude.
like somebody was mad at him and called him out on some shit?
Oh yeah, what was that all
What
about?
was that
Some-
about?
that bash.
Oh yeah, it was.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's been some
Yeah.
beefs. Some,
Yeah, they all talked it out. They talked it out.
yeah.
in
See,
here.
we talk it out.
Yeah, There was a lot of weird little
Is it-
passive aggressive beefs between
It's Moto Core.
around 16, especially 2016. There were a lot of little weird beefs between moto vloggers. They get, I was guilty of that. I got mad at somebody for something. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, it got a little crazy there. It got a little yeah. It got a little bit of drama.
There was
some drama.
definitely a lot of drama going around on YouTube.
Yeah.
at that
You know,
time.
I used to do that too, and I do it all the time. Like, I feel like this is only something now that I've been doing YouTube for nowhere near as long as Derek. You've been doing the longest. Neil, you've been doing it a really long time too.
Yeah,
You got
off and
way
on,
over it.
off and on.
But like I'm at 5 years now, or over 5 years, and like I used to get mad at people. I'd be like, I don't like this motherfucker because they did this one thing, like this, that motherfucker, and you get like riled up. And after it took meeting people, like going out to things and meeting people, and I realized like, holy shit, I don't know anything about this person. I took like 30 seconds of their entire life and I made a decision about them. I was like, that's the dumbest shit.
Some people make it easy with their comments, though. You're just like, fuck out of here. You're an idiot.
Yeah, but I was guilty of it. So whenever I see somebody like make a comment, like I still have notifications on. I get notifications for comments on my home screen on my phone. So I wake up every morning and someone's like, fuck you, I hope you die. And like, every morning, that's how I start my day. I'm just like,
Love you too, bro.
Best part of waking up, some raging comments in your inbox.
I don't know how it chooses to show you comments, but it always pulls up some like a death threat for sure. Maybe it's because they use caps. YouTube's like, he's gonna want to see this.
It always makes me laugh though, like when I see those comments, is the fact that no matter what they say is they were literally sitting there like in the dark in the glow of their computer screen,
Watching your shit.
looking at their fingers trying to type that out, and was probably sitting there deleting adding things. And that guy literally, you were that guy's world for that little selection of time.
Yeah.
And he was so intrigued and fascinated by you, rather than just saying, oh, this fucking, I don't like this, let me just, oh, here's a cool video in the recommended. Instead of doing that, he literally gave you a moment of his life he'll never get back to be as worthless as possible and have no effect on anything in any way, shape, or form. And I've always thought of it like that with comments, and that's why I think like those always became funnier to me more than made me mad with bad comments, because in the realest sense, that's all it is. It's literally an individual spewing literally worthless text on a website that literally isn't going to do nothing to you in any way, shape, or form. And like, I don't know, I always looked at the most technical way of it. That's literally all it is. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's really hard for me to get mad at comments. Like, and then when they try to get extra edgy and will like say stuff like, oh, fucking hope you and your whole family burn down and blah, whatever. Like that.
Ridiculous.
You know they're just that angry and mad, and it makes it that much more funny. So it's really hard. I don't know, you get enough of those comments over time, you just fucking it's the fucking
and also, like and you are 100% right, but I also I also empathize with it, you know, because I've never been that extreme, but I've like left a negative comment before.
We all have.
Yeah, who hasn't left a negative comment?
And so, but I empathize with people because I'm just like, I remember being in that mindset, and then later on being like, dude, I don't know a thing about this person. What was I doing? So I mean, not with the really bad shit, but when people leave a negative comment, I'm never like, fuck you, you're banned, because I'm like, dude, I get it. You didn't like that part. I understand. But that's not my whole thing. I always give people a couple chances because, dude, I can't tell you how many people in the comment section, I still take time to do this, how many people in the comment section that I've turned around, that they started out like, I hate this motherfucker.
Turn them around with that.
And now, like, those are like the most loyal fucking watchers.
That's very noble of you not to immediately write people off when they attack you. Not many people will take the time to put forth that kind of effort.
Well, I will say I've been rewarded by it so many times.
Exactly. And that's generally how that works.
Like so many times. Dude.
That golden rule makes a lot of sense.
If you think about it, though, like, I mean, YouTube is no different than like fucking Netflix or something. You know how many fucking people baby raged over the ending of fucking Game of Thrones, like a bunch of pussies.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch that show, but it's the same thing. Everyone wants to voice their opinion on fucking Twitter, but on YouTube, you have a fucking avenue to directly fucking comment to that person that's making the content that you like to watch. And if they're doing something you don't like, of course they're gonna voice their opinion because they want that shit that they do like. So, I agree with you, like, Shade Tree on that. Like, you know, like, we've all been there. I've left some fucking shitty comments, like, you know, talking shit on, you know, people trying to make changes. But, you know, like, if they view it as constructive criticism and, you know, like, you know, maybe your voice will get heard, but probably not, especially if you're being a fucking dick about it. But
you ever write something fucked up and then like sleep on it and be like, oh shit, shouldn't
have
wrote that. Let me go back and remove that.
My rule of thumb too with comments is, and I really do stick to this. This ain't just lip service. Is if it bothers me, then it was probably true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like if I'm just like, if I find myself going like, oh, you motherfucker, I'm gonna respond, I'm gonna fucking get you back and say how wrong you were. I'll be like, all right, Josh, chill. That dude was right. He might have been a dick about it, but he didn't point out something that wasn't true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
the biggest challenge in any kind of an exchange like that is when somebody makes a really good point against something you said and you go, fuck.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right.
The world is somebody who's right and an asshole.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
Like you're not wrong. You're just a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Worst fucking person ever.
Jessica, can I get another beer?
Oh, get him one, Jessica.
Deja vu. Taking it back 2 years ago.
I feel like it's been longer than 2 years for some reason.
It has been slightly over.
Yeah, time is a weird thing, man.
I don't remember the air date of the last one, but yeah, it's been a long time. It's so great to just talk to all you guys again and catch up like live. It's so cool. I freaking I'm missing it.
So how's the paint coming along on the Yamaha, Josh? Where is it?
So here's what's going to happen. I was making a video today where I failed to replace the intake gaskets on the FXR. I totally fucked it up. I think it runs worse now. But anyway, I'm going to get it back after AIM, or right before I go to AIM Expo. So that leaves me one day, which is the Monday after I come back from AIM, to put it back together, because the following weekend, or the following Thursday, I'm supposed to leave.
Wow, dude.
So I have one day.
That's gonna be like an old episode of Biker Build Off from.
No, I didn't orchestrate this. It's like I'm not trying to, and I might not do it. Like it might not happen.
Oh,
like
man.
I'm not. Like I might have to be like, yo, I can fucking do it. But yeah, I have one day to put it back, to take something that literally the engine is behind this wall on the ground. And I have to put that together in about like 24 hours, 12 hours. You got to sleep, test it, ride it around, and then take it.
Do the 24-hour build stream.
Yeah, no,
just throw the cam up. 24-hour build stream. Doing an all-nighter.
But I don't know, like everyone, you do this, and people are so used to watching TV shows where this is like a thing, or it's like this orchestrated, arbitrary time crunch that isn't real.
Yeah.
But for me, it is. I'm not faking this. This is like that. I have one day. So, basically, I mean, it might not happen. I think that's everyone's expectation, is that like, oh, they'll pull it off, because in the TV shows they always pull it off. But like, I don't know that that's gonna happen.
You just need to go watch Indian Larry versus Billy Lane episode, and that will give you every bit of knowledge that you need to get it put back together.
To get it going.
Luckily, it's a pretty simple motorcycle, so there's not a lot to go wrong with it. So I mean, I think I can do it. I'm gonna try. Like, I'm not gonna not try. So
how far to Barber from Tampa?
Almost 600 miles.
Ooh, that's a big
do
one.
or do not. There is no try.
Dude, you should definitely do a stream of that, though. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's my idea. You're welcome.
Dude, honestly, just set it up. Like, set your computer out there.
Yeah.
Just like angle it to where you're working on it, and like, have notifications if people want to fucking
people
donate.
People gonna love that
Dude.
shit. Who's doing live build series?
You can stream you eating a bowl of cereal and people will watch it.
Yep.
I can't control my fat guy angles.
Hey, everyone loves a
just put that camera real high up there. Put on some Snapchat filters.
Fat guy angles in a shade tree surgeon video aren't even in my realm of thinking. All I'm thinking of, let's see what this badass motherfucker can accomplish on this.
Yeah, that's what I always.
That's all everyone's thinking.
Look, I'm fatter in real life.
You've lost a lot of weight, man. Freaking compared to way back on the stream.
Yeah, no, I still need to lose I probably could lose another 50 pounds to be normal. How much do you weigh, Neil?
190 right now.
Yeah, that's what I should weigh, 190. That's what I should weigh, medically,
Medically?
Yeah.
Medically speaking.
Yeah. How old are you? You're 6'2" or 6'3", right, Neil?
6'2".
Yeah. So you're a little bit taller than I am, but I should weigh 190 pounds.
Ironically, I teeter-totter on 187 as my weight, which is dope.
Hey, I like that. I got the 187. It's hard to maintain that low for me.
Yeah, I'm just a little skinny little pipsqueak bitch, so it's easy for me.
I weigh 200. I weigh 270 is what I weigh. So
you weigh 270? Is that what you said?
Between 270 and 280. When you weigh that much, 10-pound fluctuation is not fucking weird. So.
Yeah. You can lose that in water over a couple of days when you.
Yeah, no, I've had in a 48-hour period, I've had a 10-pound fluctuation easily.
That
So,
water.
yeah, I'm not.
Hey, Jake, what's up?
Hey,
Are we all live?
We are live right now. We back.
Live!
I missed it. I'm sorry.
You missed
Yeah,
that
it was-
epic
it-
intro.
If you look, it's 8:04 Texas time. He thought that we were doing this Texas time.
I only think about Texas time.
That's the only time that matters. Texas time.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter. We were 35 minutes late anyhow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
We were a little late. We had to gather everybody.
being so skinny.
Some things
Always
never
being
change.
alive.
What a good-looking man he's. Look at him there.
Sexy
It's
bitch.
all the water.
Dude.
It's all, oh, that's what it is.
I
Fuck.
know.
All right.
Way less
Water
craft
only.
beer.
just do nothing but water for fucking ever. You're dad. You're double dad now.
Oh
Jake.
yeah, all the dad. Oh dude, hey Shade Tree, I'm coming to AIM Expo.
Are you? Fuck.
Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
I just like spontaneously decided today. I'm like, hey, somebody, so going right? Are you at the same hotel too?
I don't know. I haven't even downloaded my ticket. I'm so fucking. I don't even know what plan.
I'm gonna be there though. It's gonna be wild. So if any of you guys going to AIM Expo, I'll see you there.
That's fucking awesome, dude. You didn't even announce that yet.
I know. It just literally today when I was at work, I'm like, man, I'm gonna fucking go to that. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking going. Took the day off work. Got to book the hotel. I'm going Friday, Saturday.
Are you gonna drive out or are you gonna fly out?
I'm just gonna drive out. It's like 5 hours.
Okay, so it's not crazy far.
No.
Dude, fuck yeah, man. That's gonna make everything so much fucking better.
I know, right? See you guys. Freaking have some drinks. Check out some
Oh,
bikes.
yeah,
It'll be fun.
I'm gonna wow out, dude.
Oh, I can't wait. It'll be fun. It's been too long since I see you guys. At least 2 years.
Oh man,
That SCMM.
2 AIM expos ago, we got thrown the fuck out of a bar.
What? Oh yeah, we did. I forgot.
I forgot about that. It was a little blurry.
That was when Z like came across the table at.
Oh yeah, dude, it was fucking shit went flying everywhere.
Oh Lord.
Hank Wheelie and Z were doing karaoke.
It's like
Oh my god.
They were playing it too. They were so good.
They're so good.
No.
They were doing like
Maybe.
Backstreet
That was
Boys.
alcohol talking.
I will survive.
Can you do that one song again, Josh? I got that saved. That the Tiny Dancers.
Dang, hold me close.
Oh, dude, that is.
I saw that. That was so great.
And I sent it to Forey, and he instantly he slow-moed it down and zoomed in on your voice, and it's been like, I want to make that my ringtone.
It's so awesome, man.
And I've come to figure out too. I think it's funnier than anybody else does, but I don't care. I'm just.
Oh, it was hilarious. Nothing beats just wasted karaoke because you think you're sounding awesome. You're like, fucking
The
killed
link went in
that.
here.
I don't.
There,
I'm not
there.
really awesome, but I can be really loud. Like I've got a super loud voice, so I feel like the less talent you have, you can kind of just like split the difference by being extra loud.
You're like you've got like John Goodman levels of like oh when you want to have it. It's a good thing, man. It's awesome. Oh,
Jake, I love that fucking Supermoto build so much, dude. That is literally like the most thorough and the coolest fucking. Like people abuse the build series thing like a lot.
Yeah,
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. But it's
gotta
I
get that money.
love watching them, and yours was so thorough and so fucking awesome. Like everyone should aspire to do that good.
I
I'm
think
glad
you
you
do it
like
the
that.
best too, Jake, for sure.
Thank you. I just
I
want people to
love
know it's like,
watching-
you know, like I want people to feel like it's possible, not just like kind of like time lapsing through them like you see so many do. Like I want people to feel like they can do them. But I did tell people from the beginning, I'm like, watch guys, it can take me like 5 episodes. I'm not gonna spread. And it was like, what was it, like 14 episodes or something? I was like, sorry, I get a lot though.
25, man.
I mean, well, the problem is you call it a supermoto build, and then I've had a lot of people be like, one video supermoto builds being like, see this loser. I'm like, well, we called it a supermoto build. It should have also been called take a piece of shit and make it not a piece of shit, because that was the supermoto part's like 1 episode. It's like, yeah, put the wheels on. Done.
Yeah. Now it's officially a supermoto.
Yeah, no, it was so awesome. And it's like it's such a cool bike. and it's such a unicorn build, you know. It's just like what everybody says. Everybody who has a supermoto is like, I'd love to have a 650R, you know, like
yeah. I mean, yeah, and then, but lots, like I think the guys have been around for a while. I was like over with a handful of them that were about to go off to the ride of the century last week, just hanging out with them, and just a bunch of younger guys in their 20s, and they're like, "So what's this thing?" And I'm like, I know, dude. But then the fun thing was to tell people, all right, like, can I ride it? And be like, yeah, you just got to know how to start it. But I do mean genuinely, you need to know how to start it, because if you get around the corner, it stalls out on you. What if you drop the clutch? And nobody can start it. It's hilarious because they don't know the procedure of starting a big single. Oh, it's fun. They're like there's like
any kickstart bike, man. You gotta learn it.
You know, but like most like if you got like even a newer 450 that it's got the auto decomp, you could just fucking kick it through. You'll get it to fire, but you cannot kick that 653. You have to know how to use the manual decomp on it. You gotta know how to set it up, and then it's not really that hard. I do it in flip flops, you know, but.
No, my XS 650 is the same way. It's
yeah, I've seen you starting that thing. It's cool because you can stand next to that thing when you start it, right?
Yeah, you don't have to be on it.
Yeah,
you can. I never started on it. Like I always started.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's
cool. It's kind of a cool thing.
How to do it? Like I listen. I still don't have it exactly down, but it's like I'll kick it a couple times. But all right, this is what it sounded like. Now I got to kick it this hard at this level. You know, you just fucking learn it.
You learn, yeah, because it gets to the point where you're like, if it doesn't start, and people are like, your bike sucks, and you're like, no, I just didn't do it right. I missed a beat somewhere, got it off slightly, but yeah, it's
What's
fun.
up, Backroad? I see you in there. You made it,
Billy. Get the fuck in here, you bitch.
Billy.
Here.
He is in here.
Yeah, he is. Oh,
Billy,
shit.
say
You
something.
guys are yelling for no reason. I don't know why I'm yelling now.
Wait,
right in front of you, bitch.
All right, for reunion
where's
sake.
your camera, dude? Where's your camera? I don't
Yeah,
want to
shoot
turn mine
your
on because
door.
my office is a mess.
Sitting right in front of you.
We need
turn
you to turn your camera on, open that back door, take a piss, and shoot off a bullet.
All while showing your ass.
Some backdoor pops.
You got
Jim's got this goatee out of nowhere. It's like when Cisco grew a goatee.
This is a full beard. This is not a goatee. This is a full. It's a full man beard.
You know, I was just saying that earlier. It looks like a fake, like a movie, like 10 years later.
Holy shit, Tank Girl's in the chat.
Tim's got the Billy
Haven't
Mays
seen her
beard
in
going.
so
Yeah, Tank Girl is over there. You guys make
I
sure
would.
to say hi to her.
Wow.
Tank Girl.
Hi, Tank Girl.
Is it like what time is it there?
Oh man, you talk about all these old school fucking. Oh my god, man, it's crazy when you think back to all the people like. No offense, I'm sure Tank Girl's doing more important things with their life right now than making YouTube videos, but like,
Disagree.
oh man,
All
I do that for a
people
living,
leaving
and I
along
can
the
say
way.
that. I'm doing more important things.
yeah.
Girl's one of my
How
favorite names.
stupid am I? I still don't do it for a living, and I still make 2 videos a week. I'm the freaking idiot.
Yeah,
One step closer.
I'm right there with you. That's why I only make 2 a month now.
I somehow figured out how to make less videos than I've ever made, but make the most money. So I'm just like, I'm gonna ride this out till I can't.
Make less vids and make more money.
Until
Always a win.
YouTube changes something.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
they're always
Again.
changing something.
Jake,
But anyway.
I'm telling you, man, if we make this fucking moto, like, I don't know how many people are familiar with that. I talk about it on my Patreon and I talk about it in videos, but how many people are familiar with like the motorcycle community center thing?
Oh yeah.
You-
I remember you
yeah.
talking about
Is that
that.
still is that still happening?
I'm still making moves on it, and there's like I've gotten hooked up with a couple guys that are like can actually make things happen. I don't know. Nobody ever knows what can happen, but
It's
like
gonna happen.
well, I don't know. You, me, and $1 million. So it's like that's what I got to do. I got to have
And a liquor
$1
license.
million. But that's the whole thing. Like I'm hooked up with the dudes who know people who have money, and you write a business plan and you do all the things and you go up and you're like, yo, give me $1 million.
All
Like,
the
that's
things.
what we
It's
have to
gonna
do.
work.
You know?
See it.
But that would be Jake. That'd be like the next step, man, because you have so much knowledge to share. That'd be like fucking such a exactly where you need to step to, man. That'd be so cool. Anyway,
That would be rad, man. You got fucking Engine Day in the West Wing, and then right in front of the fucking basketball court, they're working on frames, and then in room three, you got fucking beer chugging contests.
Sounds great.
The basic idea is that most people don't actually want to work on their bike. They just want to drink beer around school.
And shoot the shit and watch other people work on bikes and then just do that like beer commentary like, oh, you just fucked that up.
Trick is to get the other people to work on your bike when you drink the beer.
That's why then you bring the beer and be like, all right, guys, let's do this. I don't know what I'm doing.
I gotta say something real quick. Like I wasn't expecting this, but like I thought this was gonna be cool for us to all to have a reunion. But like in the chat, there's literally the same OGs from Tears, and it's so
yeah, man.
I remember a lot of them. Psycho Bobby, he's been there forever.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't have 2 monitors. This is gonna be tricky.
Yeah, they're all coming out. You can thank them for like making this happen because they've been asking like constantly comments, and then Captain Granite posted that like little clip from like a really old stream, and then all of a sudden we're just like, let's freaking do it. That's when I messaged you guys.
So fucking happy. I'm so happy that this is happening right now. Like
me
this
too.
Is fucking amazing.
Been way too long.
Yep. Everybody's out there, man. RTV, Mr. Fish is over there. 4E's over there.
Oh, where's 4E's in it?
Sticker Bombed is over there. Ghost Anime. All the OGs are over there. I want to
put 4E on a timeout. Where is he?
Run, 4E, run!
All the OGs.
Make the chat go up, boys. He's after 4E.
Here we go.
Your comments.
Spam the chat now. Protect them.
Do you remember that, man?
I talk to 4E like every day now.
You did it.
Oh, you guys have to take a timeout. Got him. Oh, what's up, Dan? Get in here. Get in here, doesn't Dan? Tell us about the engagement.
Dan Motocox.
The second
he finally got it in, I take.
He got it in, and now he's put a ring on.
No. Dude, you don't understand, Sub D. He not only did we cure his virginity problem, but he went on a snatch slaying epic adventure like you have never
Men don't
seen
have
in your life.
matches. What are you talking about?
Oh,
He's all grown up now.
He's all grown up.
I wonder if he's got a full beard now. Does he have a
Because
full
he was still in high school when he was joining these things, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now he's laying pipe like an Alaskan roughneck, son.
You guys gave that kid so much shit, man. It wasn't even funny.
Oh,
You know, a
my
few
God.
years ago, I was in Canada, and
Baby
we
Dan.
met up and had lunch or breakfast. It was fun.
Did he order a Happy Meal?
No, he took me to
Did you have some?
I had to have Canadian syrup or maple syrup, and
You had to
that
have
was
the
his
real
mission.
deal. Did you have some poutine or whatever that is?
Poutine.
I did have some of that. So
Poutine.
that was pretty good.
Dude, I've had one poutine in my life and it was fucking awful.
Is that like French fries and gravy?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
They put a bunch of shit on
French
it.
fries,
It's so good.
gravy, cheese.
It's Canadian version of
That's what-
California's kindness
Is it-
of the fries.
It's like some French fry nachos, just not as good.
Why do they gotta give it the most fucking dumbass fucking name for
It's
something?
fucking
like,
French.
You trying to get some protein?
Bunch of French dicks, hairy armpit motherfuckers.
Dick.
This is the night we get EN187's channel taken off
Oh
YouTube.
man, there's been many other nights it's probably been close. Or maybe it flew under the radar before they had the good tracking.
Can you imagine like scrolling through YouTube back then and like you just click on the stream out of nowhere and you just see Backroad asshole and you
You just see Billy's brown
just like,
eye.
Dude, I was thinking about that the other day. And
Careful what you wish for.
you be able to get away with shit.
If I don't see Backroads ass cheeks at some point in the stream, I'm literally never coming back again. It's all on you, Backroads.
Well, you probably be all right on that. That's a pretty hollow threat. I mean,
Oh my god.
Yeah, it would be hard for Billy to do that now. He lives in a much less methy neighborhood than he used to.
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
change that.
I can't shoot at my neighbors, but I can
say this.
my
that
ass out. I don't give a fuck.
I've never bleeped out a single cuss word, or I openly use drugs, have cigarette smoking, plenty of drinking, and I've had one video ever demonetized.
You better knock on
Really?
wood,
You
son.
cocksucker.
Wow.
The video that I released today that had no swearing in it
I
whatsoever,
saw that.
I got hit.
it's trigger
You can't
word.
write in your video. That's
Did
that's
you
that
dis-
point.
did you dispute it?
Yeah, I disputed it, but it's already
I
too
don't
late.
care.
It's like
Well,
I
here's the-
mean,
yeah.
they
Video when it happens.
but it was
Yeah,
like
they
halfway.
they demonetize you when you're on your subscriber run of views, is what they do.
No,
The sad part was I had that video uploaded for 4 days.
No, I was just about
Wow.
to ask you. That's the same thing that happens to me,
Dang.
right? It's greenlit until you hit public, and then it goes yellow.
hey, do you put them as unlisted or private?
Unlisted, because I usually let the Patreons have them for
Okay.
a few days.
I'm
and
saying
then-
you gotta put them as unlisted because if you leave them as private, they won't get to them.
yeah, it was unlisted for days, and then it was like the very minute it went live, dude. I got that yellow sign. I was so pissed. There's no swearing in the whole video.
Yeah.
I mean, I get
It's fun.
I get videos all the time that get hit with like this doesn't have ads. I always dispute it. I've always wanted to dispute every single time.
Dang, I get it all the time, man. I just the rebel one I did today, just me writing on the rebel, not a single swear word. They're like, no, you can't do that.
Hey,
That's
what's
so
I wonder,
frustrating.
I'm almost wondering, yeah, if it's just like the writing stuff. Although the video I put out today,
Trigger words,
I was
guys.
so sure that was going to get knocked down.
It's,
But
They're
it's
like,
trigger words in the
Motorcycles
description.
are
Title and
dangerous.
tag.
Yeah.
That's all
See,
it is.
You think so?
So-
the tags, or you think it's the thumbnails or something?
No, it's tags. I've already gone through the fucking test of this. I even found out the other day that having the word cop or cops in your title or even police will auto demonetize your shit. You literally okay, I've put the dirtiest shit and then the cleanest words. That's my method in all these words. You would obviously know my videos to be demonetized with everyone if the way you speak would be demonetized or the things I put in. My last video had fucking crackheads fighting in it. Like literally and it's monetized.
You bringing
And
back
I-
bum
you know
fights.
Fighting over ice.
Like you said, I guess I'm just fucking lucky too. Then
It's
I
just
mean,
you're not putting dumb words in your shit. That's
I
why.
always post my videos. Like I never get fucked with ever, and I don't try to hide anything at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
How does
you must have the luck of the Irish then, dude, because you see this video right here, this one right here with the cannons on it, the historical reenactment of the cannons right here on my channel, that got demonetized because it has
know.
cannons on it.
Okay, I was gonna just tell you. I bet
Wow.
I was gonna pinpoint the word or the video right there that was demonetized, and it was gonna
Yep.
be the one with the word blast because you know why? YouTube's gonna see the word blast and be like, "Oh, an explosion that might have hurt people from something." Oh,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and do that.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you like literally words like that, you gotta watch out for. You literally got
you know,
Well, you see what they're about getting ready to do with all the kid channels, right? Like if you have a channel targeted toward kids, they're gonna
Oh, yeah,
completely
yeah.
demonetize it and disable even comments on it.
on kids, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like Ryan's toy
actually-
channel, anything that's related to like kids, they're just gonna remove monetization completely.
It's been
Yep.
it's been
Wow.
illegal for a long time
It's
to
from
market
people
towards
doing all
children.
those like pervy kid vids and stuff. Is that?
Yeah, it was a weird fucking situation with that. Oh my god, look at this man now. Look at this man. He ain't no
Oh,
good
that
young boy.
I'm just talking about Dan Moto Vlogs. Shut
No.
up.
Hey, I
He's
heard you
still
lost that
17.
V card. Is that the new honey behind you, bud?
Yeah,
Oh shit, what's up, fam? What you doing?
now you guys actually get to see her. She's in
No, we don't want you. Just put her on the mic. Put her on the mic. Get outta here. I got a question for her, all right?
Oh man, when's the wedding? We're all invited, right?
Yeah. It's not planned yet. Not planned yet, but probably 2-3 years, give and take, something like that.
Oh no!
It's in the
Oh,
works.
no.
And
So what? Okay, so what happened to the other fiance? How come you dumped her?
Oh man, you can't be talking about other bitches.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought this
man.
one looked different. I wasn't gonna
Yo,
say
totally
anything.
love you,
I'm
Dan.
glad you did.
I totally did.
He's like, and I'm out of here with
Thanks,
that one.
man. Apex, thank you.
At least
We're gonna have a real strong discussion after this stream.
Tim, I think I see some hair growing on your head.
No, you don't. It's
No.
all down here. Look. Finally, at almost 50 years old, I can finally grow a beard. I'm finally a man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm struggling. man.
Woo!
You know how many women I've known with beards, right?
Oh, that's true. But you grew up in the
They look like
Billy.
back. Billy knows ones that look like a ghost over there with tits, right?
Oh,
What the fuck?
somebody pulled that picture of that girl that looked like Ghost Ninja. That was so funny.
Wait, I want to see this.
I was in the chat. It was like some chick they shared it.
Oh, I remember that.
Ghost Ninja's beard on it. You're like, oh my god, it was.
Photoshop ghost face on it, and that'll be it.
No, it was just a beard. You're just like, it was like, no, this is like a girl that you're fucking.
We got some pretty epic beards
Doppelganger.
going on here between you guys. I can't. I mean, it's just all just pubes, straight pubes.
Dude, everybody, I know we've already talked about this shit ton. You guys remember we started a website, or I think Sub D started this. Who started it?
But what was that website?
Get Dan Laid.
Get Dan Laid.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I still have my T-shirt somewhere.
Oh man, I hope
That sounds like a Tim thing.
I hope you still own rights. We need to get it back.
Shoot, who was that? That was not Cars vs Cops. It was that other guy, the other channel. He blew up quick.
Fights and
He did,
fails.
Tons of fails.
Yeah.
Fails.
Fails.
Fails and fight. Yeah, it was
He
fails
did.
and fight.
He had that thing up in like a second.
Yeah.
He's like, here's the link.
It's probably his own website, and he changed the name for you because he cared. Then.
Right.
That dude's releasing videos again. They're pretty good. He was releasing videos for these cops in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, are those dudes relentless?
Those dudes, that's where you run from the cops and they just pull out a shotgun and blast you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And he's doing a lot of videos like with those supercar fuck boys and all their crazy shenanigans and those ratchet street takeovers and all that stuff.
Supercar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When Dan came in the stream, I was like fully expecting him to be holding hands with a severely bearded man. I'm not- It's good to see that he's got himself a nice lady. You know what I mean? Good for you, dog. Hey, I got a question for her. What's her name? What's her name?
Uh-oh. Yeah, what's your name?
Yeah, it's still Angela, right?
It's what?
Angela.
Angela?
Yeah.
She's the same girlfriend from way back when, isn't it?
Wasn't her the last one?
Here,
Was
here
Angela
we
too,
go
right?
again.
How many Angelas do you date?
Y'all are
Is this the
fucking up
second
right
one?
now.
I'll try to get this guy in trouble. Jesus.
I only date Angela.
Talking about other bitches. Come on now.
Yeah, it's
Come on now.
5
Yeah.
years.
You don't
5
remember
years.
all those other ones you told us about, Dan?
What was the other girl's name though, Dan?
Jesus.
Don't worry about it.
All right,
We're only worried about Angela right now. All right. That's
No,
all that we care about.
wait. I know I've seen her before, so I know there's a point where you.
This is the same girl that he was dating like the entire time, man.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
5 girls. That's right. There's been 5 girls.
Wait, you're not Corb's ex-girlfriend,
I
are you?
already said years. Never.
Not the first one, not the second one, not the
That's
silicone
familiar.
one, not the sex robot one.
This is like the most Dan and Angela is like the most heartwarming thing to ever come out of these streams.
Hey, Neil.
It was like it was all like so fucking horrible, and everyone was like talking all this shit. And all of a sudden, it's
I
just,
know.
we've got the most heartwarming
Hey,
like,
hey,
love
Angela.
story ever. Like,
Hey, Jake.
What's tucked under the pillow? Looks like
Jake,
there's something tucked under the pillow. What do you
What?
hide?
Is it a dildo? Please tell me it's a dildo. Oh, it's his fuck. It's one of his baby teeth. He's waiting for the tooth fairy.
It's probably the power cord. This one's
It's
a
the
sex
strap
robot
on.
too. It's another sex robot. I knew it. That's the plug.
Hey, Jake, say something so everybody can see what you have up right now.
What? What do I have up? What is this?
Oh, jeez.
It looks
I
like
only got that sex change, huh?
I know what it is, but it looks like a picture of Geddy Lee in 1979.
oh,
It's
that's
a mash.
bad.
It's a mashup of
You
a
guys
famous
know
YouTube couple.
Oh my god! Is that B-Rad with like that like
It's
triggered
B-Rad.
meme? Yeah. Who is that?
It's Corey. It's Corey made this.
Oh
Ask
my
him.
god, that's too
I know
good.
exactly what it is.
Brad Moto's channel is so fun. That dude
I gotta stop doing that. It's ridiculous.
he does. And not only is he just such an amazing dirt bike rider and great at everything he does. I gotta
Jackson too.
he's great. But he made a second channel. He was like, I don't want to do my channel anymore. Like, I'm just gonna make a second channel. Like, gave up a channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? And then creates another channel, and all of his videos get like 100,000 views.
Wow.
And
Damn.
I'm
We
just-
talked. We
He
talked
made those
seriously
new
about
ones, and he
meeting.
was like putting more time into them. He said he wanted to like put more time into them and make them better.
You get that like it's like you get the bad YouTube vibe on an old channel. They're like, nah, you did too
Yeah,
much
YouTube-
sketchy back in the day.
Yeah, YouTube had YouTube shadow banned that channel, man. That's what
But I'm
they
just
said.
saying, like, who does it twice? Like doing it twice like
He
that?
did it. Just do the same
did
thing
it.
again.
He's
But
just,
these days,
like,
honestly, I feel like this is.
and he
like,
didn't do anything crazy. He's just like, I'm just gonna make good videos. I'm just
I
gonna
don't think your subscriber number matters all that much anymore. Like to a
Yeah,
degree
yeah,
it does, but like
it's crazy
No.
yeah.
how fucking big it got immediately.
Yeah.
You know, it's already at 36,000 subscribers. He has 35 videos. He's got like 18,000 views, 40,000 views. Got 600,000 views on one.
Which one is this?
He's such a good rider.
The first ride, 2 million views. It's just like you can't deny it at that point. You're just like, you're just really good. You're just really
He
fucking
makes
good.
good content, and his fans are loyal, man. He always puts out good shit.
He's
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah, it's just like you can't even talk shit about that. You're just like, you're just good at what you do, man.
Yeah. I'll figure something out to talk shit about it.
If I had to start another channel, I'd be fucked. Like I would be fucking screwed.
I like when Shade Tree does a video though on a subject. It makes me forget how smart he is.
Yeah, did your chick just get up and like leave? She like pissed at us now.
No,
Oh,
she
yeah.
just went to go downstairs.
Packing her bags. She's out.
Jessica's back there waving at us.
Hi, Jess.
Jessica, can I get another beer?
Get us a beer.
Hi, Jessica.
Where's the beer's at?
What?
Where's the beer at?
He's getting his own beers.
Shade Tree's independent, gets his own beers.
What, 2 years can you do?
Is it Tim that has that on the sound?
Yes,
thing?
it's me. I've got it.
You had to have gone to a new
I
computer
got
by
this. Son.
now.
I got it under control, son. It's all good.
Hey, I think you should do some serious, slow jazz streaming with that whole setup, dog. I want to see it. I need to. I need something to jerk it to at night, and I think you're the one that's going to help me. Can you help me?
You know.
Give him a bunch of symbols.
Can you do it for me?
Hi-hats.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Tim.
You know it. You know it, man.
I need some late night slow jazz. With our basses. Light a couple of candles. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what the track is about.
Should do just some
made
smooth
up.
Midnight. We'll call it Midnight Krites.
Ooh.
Yeah.
God,
just stare into our souls from the camera and just play some
dude, you just
smooth gigs all night long.
I like the
You
candles.
can do that. I'll use my 1947 Gibson here, man.
Ooh.
Reminded me of your.
Place
You just
a
reminded me of your
tasty leg.
video.
You and Derek do some dueling guitars. Some Desperado shit.
Dude, you just heard the sound of 1,000 pussies getting wet right now.
There's not that many
Night
people watching this.
And there's 288 pussies to get wet at least.
I mean, I know mine is, but
That's like some Don Silver shit right there.
You played a couple chords, and I'm already wetter than.
Late night with Arson and the Trash Cats, $5 cover.
Trash
Oh my
the trash cats. Yeah.
First trash cast reference of the night.
Yeah.
Derek,
What was
sing a
that?
pizza song.
It's been a long time.
The Trash Cats.
Oh my god.
Pizza song.
I wrote this little ditty a long time ago. It's called Trapped Arson Semen.
Oh my god.
Billy, man, how's your fucking new venture doing, man? You don't post it a whole lot, but like obviously that's how you're making a good living doing that, right?
Yeah, if I don't post those things, that means I'm making money. They're selling. If I keep posting it, the motherfucker had sold.
That's what I figure. I'm like, I figure you're not posting because you're like busting your fucking ass.
Yeah.
If for everybody who doesn't know who's watching, like Billy now creates these weird fucking hybrid creatures that
Yeah,
look
that's so cool.
They're
real.
fucking dope
Yeah.
too. They look really dope.
So freaking cool, man.
Oh, darn, boys. Thanks. There's some weirdos out there. When I started making that shit, I realized how many fucking weirdos there are out there because I was like, who's going to buy this shit? And then they'll like catch wind that one's in production and they'll buy it before it's done.
Damn.
Oh.
Them pre-sales not even done yet.
No,
Dude.
yeah, I don't.
Can you glue
Shit
a
on
couple
the
of your
shirt.
ass hairs to the head?
Great money.
It's weirdos too, man. Like old guys named fucking Wyatt that own like the Museum of Modern Hair or some shit.
They commission you for that freaking hair monstrosity.
I mean, I get it. I buy art.
Or did they
Back
tell
up.
you what they want, or you're just like, I'm gonna make something and this is it? It's an
Both.
original.
What
Well,
exactly
trust-
is it?
Yeah. What is it?
What?
Like explain like exactly like what, or to the best of your ability, like exactly.
You just gotta look at
Oh,
it.
so I make sideshow. I'm making sideshow exhibits for fucking freak shows and things like that.
They're sideshow gaffs, like
Yeah.
the Thing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like you know, Annabelle the doll or the Fiji mermaid, blah blah blah.
Fiji mermaid. That's the one that everybody knows.
A little demon embryo in a jar of formaldehyde.
Have you ever
that
been
sort of
to a
Homunculus.
carnival or a fair
Oh,
and
don't start
paid
with those.
$1 to see what's behind the curtain?
Trapped arson semen in a jar.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was about to bring that up, dude. That's
That's what I was gonna
that's another one. Trapped Arthur Seaman, dude.
See, I miss your. I trust your judgment, Backroad. And what I was gonna ask is basically how many of your beautiful arts and crafts have you sold to people? Like, how many people do you think placed their genitalia in or around any of your arts and crafts?
Oh, gotta be all of them.
You're
Yeah,
talking about
probably
the
all
weird.
of them.
Probably
Okay.
100% of them.
I would
Do
love
you
to
add
see
pocket
people that are
pussies on
buying this.
request?
What I did is like I started like a fucking list, right? Called it the Valentine Collection, and started a list. Started at number 1, made like a leprechaun, like a mummy, little itty bitty leprechaun with fucking gold teeth and shit. That sold, and now we're on 19, I think, number 19. And
Wow.
they're not cheap, motherfucker. So
How much? How much
doing
we
all
talking?
right. 300 to 2,000.
Ooh, baby.
Damn.
Just depends on what it is.
What's the like creative process? Like you're like, I found this wig and this fucking doll head and then this like freaking pocket pussy. And you're like, I'm just gonna start putting these together.
That's better than Gamer Girl
You
bathwater.
learned how to do this a long time ago, right? This was part of your carny education, wasn't it?
Yeah, I always watch people fucking make fake shit and then sell it. And you know, as a kid, fucking always watched P.T. Barnum fucking shit on all the crap that he used to do. He used to do funny shit, like make a sign that said "The Great Egress" with bird feet, and egress is French for exit. So they pay a nickel to go outside and have to pay to get back in. It's little anywhere from that to a full size fucking mummy, you know. And it makes money. And I just figured one day I was like, hey, I know all the people that buy all this shit. Why don't I try to fucking do it? And it's paying the bills and then some.
Yeah, man.
That's
And you
awesome.
get creative, man. That's fun.
Where do you like dig for most of your supplies? Do you go to like the like Goodwill or something? You're like, oh, look at this freaking doll head. I'm gonna make that something fucked up.
Yeah, it's gonna
No,
be ever.
no,
Here you go.
man. You'll
Here's
find
an-
shit up
Here's an
everywhere.
example. This is an example for those of you who don't know of
Oh,
Billy's work
God.
right here.
Look
This
at
is-
that.
That's fucking
This
sick.
is the genius of Billy
That's it.
Valentine right here.
This can be movie, like legit movie props.
Yep, that's badass, man.
That one actually lit up all 4 eyes, like dimly lit to glowing red. Yeah, that's why I had the hole in his stomach, so I can get my
That's
fucking hand
it.
in there and turn it on.
That is cool, dude.
Dang,
fucking
that
quit
is
lying.
crazy.
Oh,
Look at the meat flash on that. Look at the beef jerky on that one.
Uh huh. Totally awesome. All
We
right.
got hands and everything later on.
Do you think most of them go to like traveling carnival performers, or do they go to private collections?
There's 2 that went to Gibsonton to go on the road with a guy named by the name of Jim Hand. It's a
You
big
said
side show.
Gibson?
Gibsonton.
Gibson,
Town.
Florida.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But the rest of
Gibson.
them, they're all going to like tattoo shops. I know where they're all at, and they're all like, most of them are at tattoo shops, different, I don't know, macabre roadside museums, shit like that.
Forey gave you actually a really good idea, and I actually never even knew what this was until he sent me a picture of it, because I'm capped, so I don't know this was a thing. But apparently, if you hold the tip of your foreskin, you make a thing called a piss balloon, and he said you should sculpt one of those.
Wow.
But you can make it like a
Pete the
mutant one.
piss balloon.
Forey, we're gonna need an example. We need a picture.
Dude, I didn't know what it was, and I opened Twitter one day and I see a message and I open it and it was a literal full blown picture of an up close cock.
Oh,
with
is that, look, he's looking it up right now. Ghost is.
I need to know.
Oh,
what it
no,
is.
no.
Reaction.
Nah,
Look at
What's
it.
it called? I'm
the
gonna look it up.
reflection in
What's
his
it called?
eyes.
Well, let me. Yeah, no.
Your fucking screensaver.
Oh, man. I mean, I love it, man. I love that you're making your living making art, and I feel like this applies to all of us. I buy not a lot of art, but I buy art from artists that I really enjoy. you know, and I don't mind paying for it. Like I hang it in my house, I have it framed. Like I own pieces of art that I love. And every time I do it, all I think about is that there's these two possible futures that people think of when you think of the whole John Henry parable where machines are taking our jobs, and like it goes back ever since the Industrial Revolution. Like this is what we've been worried about, like is machines taking our job. But you know, I like to think of a non-dystopian future where that happens, where you know, if everything is automated, then the most highly valued skill will be creativity.
Yeah.
So,
No, it'll be cleaning plasma conduits.
I love buying
cleaning plasma.
Ian,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Somebody's got to clean the Jeffrey tubes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson over here.
I'm just like that. That's the future that I like to imagine. So every time I support an artist, or every time in art anyway, whether that's through like Twitch or Patreon or buying paintings or whatever it is, every time I support an artist that way, I'm like, okay, I'm investing in the future that I want to see. I mean,
Hey Neil.
Yeah,
Hey Neil. Check Super Faggot Force really quickly. There's a dude who Arson apparently banned like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. Let me.
Oh
see.
yes, this is interesting.
I have no idea how to unban anyone. Let me see.
Yeah, I can't. I can't figure out how to do it.
Classic story.
With this new dashboard, even as an administrator, I can't unban people. Like, there's not a list of the people who have been banned.
Can you do the Twitch version and do like a /unban in their name?
I have no idea where to even look on this train wreck.
You
of a
stay
year.
there, you little
Did you
fuck.
try? Did you try Googling it?
What?
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Did you try? Did you try asking the creators of the platform how to do that?
That's a good idea.
It's all right. We can move on with our lives.
Guys, but after 2.5 years, this person hasn't thought of making a new Google account. To get
He's like, I'm giving up my channel.
Good point.
It's a fair point. Yeah.
Setting.
Oh shit! Was that
That's
bad? Oh, that's when I used to go on banning sprees just for fun, huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right. Remember the freaking salt block with the bands and the blocks?
Okay, never mind. I apologize. Maybe we should try to get him on.
Yeah, the problem is the timeout button, the ban button are too close to each other. When you get into a spree.
Oh wait! I think I found it. What was it? Oh my God! There's so many people in here. There's so many people.
Let me get his username. Let me make sure we get the right username.
Let's just unban him.
Neil, fuck it. Neil, fuck it. Unban them all.
Unban them all.
I'm doing it. We're gonna free everybody.
We're gonna free everybody.
We're freeing everybody. It's gonna take me a minute.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because there was some people that definitely needed the ban, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, there was.
I want that Ghostbusters.
We had one
moment
just
where
today
everybody
that got
goes at
banned.
once and fuck the world up.
Okay, I just sent him a message letting him know that you were unbanning everyone.
I
and to
think
stand
that's what
by.
this is doing.
Oh, you're releasing the fucking gates of hell right now.
Hey, Shade Tree.
They've been like, I've been
Not all
triggered
of them
for
are
4
innocent.
years waiting to come back and talk some shit.
Goddamn sleeper cells. over
somebody
there.
got-
Yeah,
Waiting.
they're probably all
guy who-
getting notifications like the moment I click it.
Yeah.
Side chat's gonna get full of swastikas now.
Yeah,
Josh, where can I find information on the Florida meetup?
on back road, or not back road.
Back page.
Back page.
Backitup.com.
Yeah, Blockhead's in charge of all that.
Where do you when is the Florida meetup? Right after AIM Expo?
Yeah, it's in November.
God, I want to go to that.
Yeah.
It was good last time. It was a cool party. Man, we got drunk as fuck. Or
I can't wait. So I'm coming out a day early. We're gonna ride dirt bikes, right?
Yeah, man, I gotta be healed up. Like I'm fucked up right now.
What happened?
I crashed.
Oh my
Into
God.
what?
I was rolling. I was going pretty fast, man, like 25 miles an hour, which is fast enough, you know.
Yeah, it's school zone speed. Okay.
And I got caught by a root, like this root sticking out of a.
I hate chicks who do that, man. Freaking roots. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Okay.
caught me in the knee, and it whipped me. It shot me cold. Like it was full shock.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Jake.
Oh God, that's
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's
just watched it out.
Like, walking. I was at work the next day, but I got hurt.
Wait, you said earlier.
I legitimately got hurt,
I
and
feel
I should have
okay.
been hurt way worse. That was when you look at it, like you look at it for a second, you're like, oh, ha ha ha, funny crash. But if you really look at it and you ride dirt bikes, you've hit stuff before, you look at that, you go like, that was a horrendous fucking accident.
So how much do you weigh, right? You just said it earlier, so.
What's that?
How much do you weigh?
90.
Between 270 and 280, depending on how.
Okay, that's just a lot of man to stop all at once.
Yeah.
I
just watched the video. Oh my God.
Oh my God. She sounds cute. How
What is it, Sadie?
I fucking it ripped my
Sadie's like 18 now, right?
and you don't. It's like you have to understand, like if you ride dirt bikes, you understand like how much force it takes to rip a good motocross boot off your body.
Yeah.
And those were Garen SG12s. It's a $600 pair of boots, and it ripped them right off my fucking foot. Like I got.
Fuck.
Oh, yep, he is. He's unblocked. So I guess that is. We just opened the floodgates of potentially old.
She's so cute. Jake.
Oh my God, is that not a baby? That's a child.
Hi.
Yeah, I
No
mean,
longer. It's been so long. They're all grown up.
Hey, Jake, is that Sadie? Sadie?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hi, Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
Say something. Then.
Hi.
Go play.
Oh, adorable.
Shut the door, would you?
So glad I didn't say what I was gonna say right now.
Thank you.
Wait, Jake, are you in a closet?
Dude, so like we moved for like a while back.
Totally hiding out in there. He's like closing the little French doors.
Don't tell mommy I'm in here.
Dude, no, we moved a while back, and don't pull my chair. she likes to do this thing where she scares the hell out of me by pulling me back on in this chair. No, we moved, like it's been a while, but we also had a kid, so I just haven't had a chance. This room is like about the last like third of it back there. It's still got boxes and junk, and that's like my
still unpacking
like my
2 years later.
Like I know I need to get it done. It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna turn this back off because she's about to like. She's wearing like her nightgown, and she's real good at like just being a lady with it on and just flipping upside down and stuff. It's like, okay. Especially when you're in public somewhere and she's like yeah. Wee! You're like, hey.
Right back. I'm gonna go take a whiskey piss.
Yeah, man.
Hey, did y'all see any of those videos from ROC? Like did you see the one with the Supermoto Rex and it goes back out and 2 people run over it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that chick just went flying.
Tyrannosaurus Bex or something.
Yeah, I've been following Tyrannosaurus Bex on Instagram forever, man. I can't. That sucks, dude.
Yeah. Well, I think like
Nuts.
it's that's like my thing though with the rides. They've gotten too crazy, and then the bike life stuff. Just the whole like I get not wearing gear all the time, but
yeah,
it's so much better if you just had like something on. The ironicness too of like. The ironicness of like, you know, a chick who like wants to wear skimpy clothes when she rides to show off. It's like now you're scarred up. What that didn't work out for you at all, did you?
Like, I feel like the Tyrannosaurus Bex chick isn't as. I'm not saying bad. Like I don't think any of them are bad, but that the other girl who wrecked too is like definitely makes use of, you know, every weapon at her.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, one of them is worse. But either way, I mean they're both super.
Don't we have a spokesperson for chicks like that?
Do what you use it, you know, like do what you got to do.
I don't know. I have a problem at all. Like I said, yeah, get you some money, do whatever you gotta do. I don't know myself, but no, it's just rough to watch. It's gone from like the supermoto stunt kind of scene to just like it's almost more like the Goonie bike life scene now, and the rides are just like they're just so wild now.
I kept thinking of like it sucks for them, but they're alive and they're not made, so they're fine. You imagine being the dude. I
heard that guy. I don't know this for sure, so I don't quote me on this. I heard he was like saying crazy stuff to them, like threatening those girls or something. I don't see why. That doesn't make sense to me, but I heard that and I was like, dude, if that's true. That's just insane.
Threatening the ones who crashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, what, they run over his bike or something? I don't understand. I'm not sure if that's why. I don't even know if this is for sure true, but if that is, that's just insane.
All I can imagine when I look at it is like, okay, it's horrible enough that you wrecked on a ride where everybody's fucking doing wheelies, and then on top of that, you made somebody else wreck, and then on top of that, it's 2 fucking girls. It's like you remember being like a 9-year-old and like playing around in the playground, and you accidentally make a girl cry.
Like you accidentally kick sand in her eyes, and you're like, "Oh no!"
It's like, remember that feeling?
Yeah, I'm sure that dude feels like so much garbage. It's gonna be like that forever. Be like, you're that dude.
Hey, I don't mean to steamroll the chat, but we got Lee Stewart up in this.
Lee!
Oh, yeah.
Made it.
Yeah. You and Jake are twinsies with your hats. It's great. Yeah.
What's going on? What I missed?
I got the old school fucking.
Damn.
What?
Do you even make these ones anymore, Lee?
No, I don't.
Damn, that limited a dish.
I'm a limited edition.
I gotta re-up you with some of the new shit.
I got a big head, dude. I can only wear certain hats.
Yeah, you've been wearing that one for like a fucking year.
Yeah, no, I'm real bad about hats, dude. It's got to be like the big, and it's like, dude, my head is fucking enormous. It's the biggest hat. I've never met anybody else who are like, oh, wear my hat. I'm like, nah, dude, you don't even understand.
It's for all that cranial capacity.
I'm the same way though.
I will literally make a special batch just for you.
It's even close to being like, oh, this is like a fitted hat. I'm just like, I can wear it like a joke, like a tiny little top hat.
That's so cool seeing you in a full blown like workspace for your own company now. Like this 2 years is showing like all that fucking growth and shit. So awesome.
It's crazy.
I'm proud of you.
Yep.
I'm honestly proud of you because you literally since the last time you've been literally working your fucking asshole off like nonstop on a daily basis, and it's cool that nothing's even changed and you're still fucking growing.
Super cool to see your passion.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, and that's what I was just doing.
Right there.
I was literally just printing fucking a ton of shirts, man. That's why I'm late as shit, obviously, trying to get that done.
Suburban said it right. I love anybody that has a passion in anything. If you have a passion of like slapping your dick on people's heads, you know, that's its own thing. I respect you for it, but you have a passion for this and you're so strong into it. You said it right, Suburban. That shit's like, it's legit to see somebody with a passion and sticking with it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's sick, man. Thanks, guys. It's a buttload of work. I never thought I would take this fucking turn in life. That's for sure. I would have never thought I would enjoy making shirts and shit so much. But no one never know what's gonna come your way. I guess, right?
Yep. No one knows their turn in life, man. It just falls in their lap and they ride with it.
Yeah.
It's cool to see because it's so motivating watching something from nothing just kind of blossom into something awesome.
Yeah.
And it just makes you like, as a person, look at yourself and go, fuck, I need to do something, or like anything is possible. Just stick with it. I don't know. You're inspiring, man.
That's cool, man. It's
Motivational
the coolest part now is
over
like
there.
the coolest part now is after like all the work and shit and like everything that's gone into it, like the odd times you go out somewhere and you see something you've made on somebody that you don't know, it's like, oh fuck yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember you said like the first time somebody ordered from you and you like knew who they were, you're like, I don't even know who this person is. But they want my
you were the first order.
I was the very first order. Fuck
you
yeah.
were literally my #1 customer.
That first
I
packaging.
made sure I wanted to be. I was like, I'm fucking gonna be the first one out.
Yeah, you were
Order
literally
0001.
Yeah. You weren't far behind either, Sub D.
I still got my shirt, man. I keep it.
Hell yeah.
Still crispy.
Yeah, I might have to go on a shopping spree later tonight.
Things have definitely stepped up a fucking 10 levels since those days, that's for sure. I didn't know fuck all about what I was doing 2 years ago.
I always had Lee Stewart does sandpaper.
What's that?
I said I got all these hats because you don't make shirts out of sandpaper.
Got the fine threads.
I like
have like
rough and scratchy.
Yeah, you need those old school Gildans. Those $2 Gildans, that's your shit.
Gildan, not the heavy blend. Because the heavy blend, that's the top. They're like, oh, the heavy blend. It's the ultra cotton.
The ultra cotton, that's the working man shirt right there.
Oh shit, Monica Militia Girl's in chat.
Holy crap!
Good old pineapple dildo.
What was the name again? And you just come in with.
Put pineapple dildos in her butthole upside down, the fucking spiky way first.
Taking down
The
the
legend.
Oh man, you wouldn't need a new shirt if you got the Ultra Cotton. I bought
Yeah, if you had the Ultra Cotton, it'd still be going.
very first winter shirts that Sub D ever made. I ordered one, and he made it. I know because he made it special for me because he didn't make 2X. You only went to XL. You fucking California faggot. Like you're like. Oh, everybody XL. That's the biggest people need. He made me a 2XL shirt because I wanted one, and it came. It was an Ultra Cotton, and I still fucking have it. I still wear it. I wear that shirt once a week.
I'll send you some more, man.
No, you stop making.
I have those heavyweight ones still, but I'm
Another
trying to do the premium
that
shirts now.
fucking like comfy fucking. It feels like soft toilet paper fucking shirt.
I assume Suburban Delinquent's sending my like the people that moved in my house shirt still, because you would just randomly send me shirts without telling me. So I don't know. You know I moved, right?
Here's whoever lives there is still getting all these shirts.
Last week.
He hasn't lived there for like almost a year.
Well, it's like been like half a year, a little more.
Like,
but
look,
yeah.
someone sent us a sweater.
Hey, you know what they did get over
Who
there?
is this?
I had to go over to my old house and get electron card from them because they had my old address when they sent out this carburetor. I was like, God, I hope they're cool. And they're real nice people. They're like, yeah, we got this thing in. Is this a carburetor or something? I was like, yeah. Hi, I used to live here. Can I please have that?
Still getting
even though it's legally yours now because it was delivered to your house.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Is that how that works
there? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Anytime the Postal Service delivers something to your house, it now belongs to you. So
what?
It's up to you whether or not you want to be.
I thought the whole deal was you're not allowed to open shit if it's not to you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, doesn't stop me, but you know. That's what sucks. I moved into a new neighborhood. I'm not going to get that anymore. I used to get Christmas presents at that house. It wasn't anything big, but every year I lived there, somebody sent toffee, like candy toffee at Christmas time, like a box of that to my old house, wrapped up to some old person's name, and the first year I got it, I was like, oh, I need to send them a letter, let them know they don't live here anymore. Then I was like, but I do like toffee.
Yeah,
so I just
don't
never told
this free toffee
I got it
shipment every year.
Yeah.
Do you tell people who live there now, where you're just like, hey, by the way, I'm passing this on to you. You're gonna don't say nothing about it. Just enjoy it.
It's better if it's a surprise. I didn't tell them. Let them find out. Also, there's a leak in one of the rooms. They'll find that out too. I found out when I went to move the fridge. The tap for the fridge had been leaking for probably a couple years.
Oh no! You're like, oh, don't worry about this black mold we left you.
It was. I ripped it back. I ripped the drywall out. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like molded yet, but it definitely was fucked. But it was with the part where it's not your fault, like inside the wall. So I was like, oh, I'm good. Fuck it.
I don't know why, but you've been talking this whole time, and I don't know how, but I clicked Lee's fucking cam, and Lee's just been staring into my soul the whole time you're talking. It took me the whole conversation to realize, oh my god.
Are you stoned right now?
I don't know, but I did feed the fish.
kind of got lost in Lee's eyes. You're like, is he looking at me? Like, he's not even saying nothing.
Yeah. Getting lost in these big blue oceans right here.
Like a beautiful man.
I forget you can click people's squares and get lost in whoever's eyes you want during the chat.
Lee, I'm so glad you finally used that thing I sent you.
What's that?
Video on Canada Day or whatever it was when you.
Oh God!
Tried to finally. Pull, well, it was like 2 years later or some shit.
Yeah, it's like 2 years or something. I was like, I'm finally gonna put this together because I can't sit on it anymore. It's way too funny.
But you know what I was most impressed with? And I mean, I'm always gonna be most impressed myself when I can be, but I felt like I was very on beat to the actual song for just doing it in my head.
Close.
Yeah, I can tell
really
you cut it a
close,
little
like-
bit to fit it, but I was like, damn me.
Yeah, I had to like slow it down a little bit, and I chopped it up to try and make it fit the best I could. But I mean, you were pretty fucking close.
Oh,
great.
guys, I have a special present for the OGs. Okay,
Oh,
for the OGs, Neil, you'll know exactly what this is.
what is it?
Oh
What is
shit!
going on here?
Hold on. Okay, so there's something in here. It's a sticker.
Oh,
Do you remember this, Neil? You packaged it.
It might. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like a few things.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Do you guys remember this?
wow! Wow! You can sell that on eBay, brother.
Oh,
Shit.
Wow.
That's a one of a kind right there.
Unopened.
That's a one of a kind. I think it's like a rainbow too.
It's
Don't
rainbow.
open it.
Oh,
You can't break the seal; it loses its value.
Yeah, you just pretty much picked a pinhole in a fucking extra
No,
medium.
it is all good. All
Stick it
good.
on your girl's lower back.
Hey, Dan, you want to know something funny? Like
Oh,
in
God.
the same realm as that,
Yeah,
because suburban fucking despises when we say the lean cunt and like stuff like that. And he was so legit one day. We got to give him props on that. He actually made us one SCMM. I don't know if it's the OG one or what, but hey, me, Arson, I forgot who else.
He
but-
made me one. I had it too.
Yeah, he made us all a Suburban the Lean Cunt shirt, and I have to this day wear that shirt. I love
I
it.
still have mine too.
Yep,
Remember?
I love that shit. And then the Lean Cunt decal, remember that? Ian, I think
Yeah.
you made that
Yeah.
for me. I should still proudly on the ZX6R.
Remember when you sent one of those on accident?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I made some for
Somebody on accident.
I made some for Sub D, and I think there was accidentally some shuffled in with like one of the colors. Sunday's like filling orders, and somebody gets a delinquent in there. Oh man, Oop, my bad. That was an accident.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
That was great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta
man.
send that. You gotta send that like whatever you have it in, whatever file to the guy from Two Bros Exhaust who makes his exhaust, and see if we can get one of those made with that bad on it.
Oh man, I will order an exhaust of that. I don't even
Just
need one, but I'll get another.
Get somebody to swap it with his current one that's on his bike.
swap up and
I will go lay my bike down today so I get a new can. Danny will tell me he's always going to hook me up.
Hey, Lee, speaking of exhaust cans and everything, did those 360 people ever fucking email you back?
No.
Oh boy.
So they fucked up, dude. They gave all these dudes.
They emailed me back, and they said no problem. But that was a long time ago.
Gotta hit up, get him contact with Lee.
You're
I
talking
just
about
I fucking sold that shit. I was like, dude, this guy is the fucking bomb. Like, they fucked up because I'm just like, dude, you just didn't send a camera to like the dude who makes the best fucking videos.
100%.
You sent one to me. I suck at this.
When she replied to you, she must have hit reply all because I saw her reply to you after that, and she said something like, "Yeah, well, let's get in touch with them or whatever." So I was like, "Oh, fucking sweet!" So I shot her an email like right away, and then yeah, nothing happened from that. So.
That's bullshit. It's like whoever's doing it is English is not their first language.
Yeah,
you're talking about those
I'm
360
used to that.
cameras.
Yeah,
They've got the right idea though, because they are at least throwing them out there. Where GoPro and all these other people. I mean, I guess GoPro doesn't have to, but anybody else trying to get into the action camera game,
it works.
You kind of got to do that. You got to
the first
them out.
one of the very first things I've got that like this. The camera is actually pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, I've got so many bad GoPro knockoffs. They're fucking terrible, and they're like, they're kind of okay, but that's
Hank, I
actually
saw
pretty
your shit.
camera.
I saw your 360 video. The quality is really good on those.
Yeah,
think?
it looked pretty
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, the one I've got, I mean, the
Dude,
one I have is the previous
like,
generation.
look at
Still
this.
awesome.
You look at Lee Stewart's channel, all this fucking crazy video shit he does. Like,
I'd be sending one to Everride, man, if I was in that business.
Oh, yeah.
Everride does some wild
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
that would be
What Everride does with like the minimalist stuff makes me feel like a complete loser. Like, well, I suck.
Who left?
I still use my cell phone.
Looks like Billy left.
No, I'm
Who?
just kidding.
Oh,
Billy
Ghost
left.
left.
Suburban, have you
Oh,
been using that? Have you been using that
Just found
fucking
out-
little black Sony camera or Canon, whatever it is, that whole time you've been doing YouTube? That one I always see you walking around the fucking spot getting your shot.
No, about 2 years ago I upgraded. Now I have that Mark G7, whatever the fuck it is. That
Oh
Those
no!
things are good.
Where are the
shit
epic
box
pan
camera
and
that-
scans?
They just,
You gotta
they just
bring
came
back
out
the
with a Mark
pan
III of that. They literally, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago, they just came out with a Mark III version of that camera that actually has a mic input on it now and a couple other features that make it 10 times fucking better than it was.
Dude,
Oh, really? Time to
Yeah.
upgrade.
I'm looking
That's
for
a
those
product.
cameras too, man. Those are I've never realized how convenient it's been, like, just to have an all-in-one out-of-the-pocket package that you could just plug a fucking 3.5 in and just, you know, do a quick little shot on, off, fucking put it back in your pocket, man. It's been getting more and
Yeah.
more like needy for those damn things anymore. And
I'm missing those days big time. So now I'm carting this big fucking honking thing around everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
right.
committed,
9
man. No
pounds.
turning back.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's horrible, but I mean,
That's
like,
not. Hey, dude, try carrying this fucking thing around with you everywhere. I've just about
I
given
wish
up.
I could see it. That it's so
Oh.
fucking dark and sensual
Oh,
in there. I can't
no.
even see it.
So
you
dark
got your
and
low mood
sensual.
lighting instead of a normal light bulb.
Carrying shit like that just
Hand
takes
side that he
the fun
fucking
out of it.
lays his wife with. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Well,
Dude,
trust
I want
me,
to make love to you. That's
like-
how fucking effective it is.
got that mood light going on back there, 2800 Kelvin. It's real.
Oh
real
yeah,
dark.
man. You got to get the creative in a studio. You got to have the right creative vibe, man. That's all about lighting and shit like that.
oh, you
Oh,
big
yeah.
time. I just bought a bunch of fucking pro video lights that do like the full RGB scale and stuff like that on it too. It's like I leave them on in the house now because it's just like it feels cool.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
They are
That's
nice.
the vibe.
I'm thinking about buying one of those black magic cameras. They,
Those look dope. Those look cool.
they have a fucking pocket version that they released not too long ago. That's fucking
Yeah, the new
it's like
6D.
$1,300.
Can I
Yeah, the
tell you
pocket
something?
6K.
Don't waste your money on that shit.
Yeah, I would need it.
No black man.
I don't know, man. I'm in the market for a really good camera, and like I know that that's a fucking
Bro,
a really good
bro.
fucking camera.
Bro, at this point in time, you can literally get yourself. There's so many good point and shoots nowadays, even that are
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal. Like it's not what you thought, like of 2009 and shit. It's like literally, it like the camera is so good now, dude. You know what's one thing I noticed with GoPro? That 7 was a really good leap in quality. I never bought it yet, but I plan on
Dude,
getting one day. And
Honestly,
I have-
you could
yeah.
probably use a Hero 7 as a point shoot if you want to. and
I
it'd be
wish-
fine.
Damn.
I wish
Yeah,
to
dude.
God.
Here's here's the thing I like.
Oh, I was gonna say I wish to God I could talk about it, but in about a few months, I have something I think that's gonna shit on a certain company right now that I can't wait to show you guys. And the camera quality on this, it's the first thing I've seen where actually you're looking at it and you're like, holy shit, this is like next generation looking thing. I'll text you guys the picture of it, but I can't talk
It's
about
gonna
it. yet.
revolutionize the game.
I'll tell you, man. I'm using the Hero 7 Black, and that is so good that I don't even consider it a GoPro, considering their quality in years past. And you can change the lens angle. So it's got 3 different lens angles. It's got a narrow view, or what they call a linear view, and it's more like a 35 millimeter, maybe 70 millimeter lens angle. So it doesn't overly distort things, and you can shoot with it. You can just shoot normal video with it, and then you can go to wide view, and then you can go to that normal super view.
That's him.
Wow.
That image stabilization, nobody's image stabilization can compare with that, especially on action cameras. That hyper smooth, unfreaking
Actually, yeah.
believable. It's unbelievable.
The new
Tim, I was gonna say,
DPI
yeah,
one.
even without using a mic, if you just put the fuzzies, one of these over the 7, I've done that a few times where I'm just out and about. I can't believe how good it is. Just this, like, where are these $2 on
Yep.
Amazon?
Yeah.
I buy packs of them, and
I was
it's
about to say,
ridiculous.
I don't use my 7 a lot because of the I have one. I just don't use it a whole bunch because of the battery pack thing. which is a pain in the ass for me. I'm just set on the 4, but I clipped it on the handlebars once for like something on the FXR, and I rode it around, and like while the bike was running, I was going like 30 miles an hour. It still picked up my voice. Clipped on the handlebars.
Dang.
You could hear me. I was like, dude, that's super impressive.
I got the new DJI one, and the Hero 7 kind of was just dicking around. I don't motovlog anymore, but I just got them because I feel like I need them. That new DJI one though, it blows the Hero 7 out of the water like badly.
What is it?
Field of view, man.
Yeah,
The
field of view is the problem. Yeah,
They broke it. I was
They
I was this close to buying it, but I found out about the field of view, and I was like, no, I can't do it for what
They
I
have
do.
they have a super wide.
It's just not wide enough. Is
But
what you're saying?
you look here. This is like my ridiculous like battery on the helmet setup, you know. And then apparently
Can't
this
find
guy
these
anymore. I guess GoPro's just gonna not make the mic adapters that were always a rip off anyway. But like if you find these things, they're like $100 something now. I don't know what
are
the
you
deal
supposed
is.
to do now? If you want a mic,
I paid 40
If my
bucks
ever
for
breaks,
mine.
I'm screwed. I'm
Yeah.
screwed if it breaks. I guess I'll have to like buy one at like
back to
ridiculous price. But I will
I
say
still
that
use
you
it.
put that battery though on top here like this, and I mean like I got a what is it, a 200 something gigabyte card. You'll fill that up well before you'll even go halfway through this battery. So
I hope they
that's
do
been, like, my
something
setup
better with
since
the Hero
a
8.
while
Because
now.
I've still been waiting. I'm still just rocking the old trash 3+ black. I hope they make. I hope
I still be rocking my 4.
I hope they make something good with 8, like for the external mics and stuff, and like power. Like, come on.
Man, I still use my 3+ for audio. So when I'm doing dual camera, I'm actually sending my audio through my lav mic into the 3+. Just simply
think they
because
got this
dealing
better
with that
in Chrome
adapter and
now.
all that is just a pain in the
That's
ass.
it. Anybody
Nah,
who's
you're right.
watching
Yeah, the adapter sucks.
now, if you want to get into YouTube, you want to make motovlogging videos, buy a Hero 4. That
Hey,
is
guys.
that industry. You are fucking flying.
Hey, is your
I
audio
still to this day. Huh?
Is your audio delayed on your video to audio? I see it in chat, and I'm seeing it for us even live, where you're talking and your mouth ain't moving. Like you're saying.
Yeah,
just a little bit, but it's not bad.
I noticed that on just Shade Tree. Maybe the internet's taking a.
No, for me, it's all good, buddy.
Okay,
Is
all
it?
right. So I
I saw everybody else.
All right, boys and gals, I'm gonna head out. It's been fun. It's been amazing.
Hey, tell your fiance I said I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
see you, Dan. Congrats.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, man.
I love you
dipped out
guys.
immediately.
Thank you for doing this. Okay.
You bet.
See ya,
Talk to you
buddy.
later,
Hey,
man.
good to see you,
See
bud.
you. We'll chat.
Yeah,
See you guys.
yeah,
See you, man.
Bless you.
Congrats.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
yeah.
And by the way, Dan still posts regularly on Instagram. I've been following his whole fucking saga.
Yeah, me
Pimp
too.
'em.
Saga.
What is it?
I
New
remember-
GoPro coming out
What a good
soon?
boy that guy.
Isn't
Dude,
the
I
8
think
coming
like
out
the
soon?
first. I think the first one of these that I ever hopped onto, we were talking about little Dan losing his virginity for the first time, and now here.
Oh,
he is
we were
getting-
so mean to him for so long.
He fucking treated him like a champ, though.
He did. Now he's getting
I'm
married.
pretty sure I'm going to hell just based
And
on.
he's still
on
in
that.
here.
Story. He's just like, I lost my virginity to this girl. I'm gonna fucking marry her.
Hey, I have to say something. We went in a little hard when he got in.
Yeah, the question I had for his fucking fiance was how long did he fucking cry when she took his virginity? I just wanted to know. And I never got to ask the question.
Yeah.
I never did. He fucking dipped out.
Oh man.
Son of a bitch.
They didn't want to say, dude. Hours, probably.
You know why
Years.
we brought up shit we probably shouldn't have said, like in the first 5 seconds of
Yeah,
it.
you fucking
Surely he
savages.
warned her. He had to
Oh,
have
man.
warned
I
her.
mean, she had to have known from way
Hey.
back then too.
She knew about it.
Girls
She knew
be
about it.
cray-cray.
I guarantee they had a fight though.
Was that the same girl from last time for real? Or
No.
is it-
No, that other chick was like a.
She
She was
looked
like,
super familiar.
yeah, she was real petite. She was like a half Asian. She was half Asian or something.
No, look back. It's
What?
Angela the whole
They
time.
It's
have
been
the same
Angela the
name?
whole time.
It's the
Yeah,
same
watch out
chick
what you're
from the very beginning.
Are you sure?
It is. It is.
Positive. I know. I've been
remember.
following her on. I follow her on Instagram.
Creep.
Same chick.
So that's why she got up and laughed. 'cause you're in the fucking
Oh, she's
penis.
like,
Yeah.
Dan, you told me I was the first one.
No, that's he's the fucking first one, dude. That Cooter must.
Okay, well, if it's the same chick, then she knew what she was in for when she sat in.
No, it's the same chick, dude.
It was the same chick.
He got it wet once. He was just like, "This is it, man."
Because this is not the first time, and won't be the last time that this panel has run both of them through the ringer on their relationship.
No, but
She
in
must
all
go
seriousness,
knuckle deep.
Obviously, it's stood the test of the. It's weathered assault because they're getting married.
yeah, I'm happy for him though. I'm happy for
Me
him.
too.
Though. Like I'm happy that he found someone that he's like down enough to fucking marry. Like that's fucking sick. Like I mean, like for someone like me, like fucking like you'd never think that I'd ever get married. So I'm fucking happy about that dude, man. He's tying the knot, busting nuts, probably on the regs. Maybe she's fucking pegging him. I have no idea, but hey, fucking him, bro. You're happy for a boy, all right? We all know she wears the pants in relationship, but you know what? Fuck it, man. Hey, someone's got to wear the pants, and if it's her, I'm happy that she's wearing that denim. You know what I mean?
He slid it in once. He was like, "That's what's up, dude."
He's like, "I'm putting a ring on it."
Yeah. Probably like within like the first week, they probably met on Tinder, and he was like, she fucking threw it down on his wiener so good for the first time. He's like, "Marry me." Be my baby mama. I ain't pulling out for shit.
Oh, this is fun, man.
Oh,
We should
my
continue this shit. Let's keep it going.
Several people in the side chat have suggested that we do this once a month.
Yeah, I'm into that. I can do that.
That'd be fun. It's more realistic. It was just way too hard every week.
Right. But if we were to do like the last Monday of every month,
oh, down.
We'll just call it Black Monday.
Oh, down. You're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Bring it back Mondays.
Oh,
true,
dude. Dude. If you guys are fucking down, I'm down for once a month.
Make it clap
So
Mondays.
So easily, dude. I fucking miss you guys. Like on some real shit, like on some emotional, I'm gonna cry levels. I fucking miss the fuck out of you guys. Like it's fucking. This is like the most amazing fucking Monday I've had in a while. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Because we all do this. We all and everybody here still creates stuff, even if and not everybody's creating videos. And that's what we always talk about. It was like group therapy. It's like, oh, man, it's like shit.
Let's do it. Let's try then. Maybe not this month, but like or at the end of this month, but the end of next month.
Do the end of October. Yeah.
Hey, wait, I just got back from a piss. You talking about bringing this back?
Let's tentatively plan one Monday a month. Last Monday of the month.
That's what I wanted to propose because I thought a Monday literally is literally a day out of the month. I think all of us can go ahead and congregate a little bit of some live stream action for folks that want to hang up.
It's like whatever. If everybody can't make it, no, that it is what it is, man. You know?
Yeah, it's that one time a month we can all look forward to like a period and fucking have our flow. You know what I mean?
Who farted?
Get our
So the next one
I did when I was
would be,
pissing.
the next one would be October 28th. Would be the next one. October 28th.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Tentatively.
We should probably wear costumes. Just saying.
Oh, man, it's so good.
Man, people are going off trying to think of names for it in the chat too. It's like,
make it clap Mondays. That's my vote.
Yeah. Whoever, if anyone in the chat beats Neil's "Make It Clap Mondays," I'll send you a shirt.
Oh shit!
Awesome.
Is that your KLX you're rebuilding, Lee? Is that green one you had? Dude, that thing's looking pretty sick.
That thing is. I went fucking way overkill on that thing.
It looks awesome though.
I haven't watched the latest video yet, but like I watched the last one. I was like, dude, this thing is gonna be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like back when pit bikes were like huge in like the early 2000s, and there was just companies all over the place making crazy pit bike parts. Like guys are rolling around with like $20,000 pit bikes. I was just like, I think I was like 16 years old and whatever, and I was just like, fuck, man, one day I'm gonna have one that's that cool. And then when I started ordering parts for this thing, it's like the 16-year-old part of my brain just took over 32-year-old me's credit card and just ordered every fucking piece you can buy for that thing.
I went through that phase hardcore, man. And
Yeah,
what's funny
and
is
like
the word 20,000 pit bikes is probably pit bikes is probably the funniest thing I've heard all day. I don't know.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I remember back in those days, guys were rolling up with like $25,000 CRF 50s with every piece you can fucking put on, and they're putting out like 25 these things. And yeah, so as soon as it came time to build this thing, it was game over for me, man. I just fucking everything I could get, and then at the end of the month, I realized what I spent, and I was like, oh fuck. It's not a $25,000 pit bike, but I mean, it's a lot more than I intended on spending on.
Dude, I do the same thing, Lee. Where I like at the end of every month, people are like, "Oh, you make money on YouTube?" I'm like, "No, dude."
I'll just right back into buying shit for making videos.
I am so fucking far in the negative for like building this chopper. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying.
So in your head,
they make money. Just God, it's so expensive.
How do people make money doing that? The whole fucking make 8,000 an episode on Patreon thing or something. Like is that
pretty
how
much yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that shit was done because I don't know how any of that works. I
think anyone doing like builds like that's all fully Patreon funded because I mean we know what we make on views and there's no way.
Yeah, hell no. But dude, the last few years is probably like literally the whole adpocalypse. That shit was a legit term because literally the past few years things haven't been like. Basically, like 2014, 15, 16 era, I'd say was pretty fucking solid. You know what I mean? Like I had a video named "Death by Asshole" one time, and it was monetized. and it was arson. Remember that? We were in the mountains.
Yep.
Shit, and I had to piss after you, and I literally was gagging in my helmet.
Hey, you realize that was like a fucking basically a cement portal potty, right? And that was like literally thousands of other people's shits combined into mine. I mean, I'm sure I didn't make it any better. But
your shit probably outstood all the other shit from fucking like 1879 that was still in there.
Man.
Yeah, because it was fresh, but still, I mean, it was a culmination of fucking a bunch of other fucking people's assholes.
You know what's the funniest thing about that is when, because it was so awesome because he was recording that day, so I had both of our footage to work with, and I cut it where I went in to like go knock on the door or something because I had to piss so bad, and he was just finishing up, and it was timed so perfectly. I got him like finishing up, and then he goes and kicks his fucking door in to fucking come out, and I'm going in to open the
you
door.
locked me in.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. and then you just see the footage cut from him to mine, and the door just flies open and slams the fucking wall. Oh my god, dude, that was so fucking hilarious. Dude, you're fucking the worst person to go in the bathroom after though, man.
What are you talking about, bitch? You just fucking busted ass on stream and tried to blame it on nothing.
Dude, I busted ass.
Called you out.
No, hold on.
Called you out, bro.
I busted ass earlier on stream and no one said a fucking peep.
Yeah,
and
but now I'm speaking out.
Well, I didn't do the last one. I would tell you if I did. And I'd gladly.
Don't worry, Franny did it for us.
Your
asshole on blast, brother.
Fucking recognizes those farts. Like, don't try to play that off. I know what that sounds like.
You got out.
Oh,
I remember how bad my boat smelled after you guys farted in that fucker for 4 days straight. It's so horrible. Like, I had to smell it.
That's one of the best memories of my life. That trip.
Baby Bird got the worst of it though, because he was in that little cubby hole, and he was in direct line of sight of my anus, and I would just fucking lift my legs up and just fucking fart directly on the top of his head.
The worst was it was raining.
Oh,
That morning after all night of drinking and all the bullshit, it was raining, and we were stuck inside the boat with you guys fucking ripping ass. Horrible.
You
remember when I stuck my mouth out that little window and I had like 3 inches of open window to stick only my nose and mouth out, and I'm like, and I'm trying to get fresh air because I couldn't breathe through the asshole.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
seriously, the
God.
whole boat smelled like that for a long time.
Wow.
The inside got stained brown.
Dude, that's
I had
literally
to
my
get rid of
favorite fucking. That's my favorite. One of my favorite memories of all time is that trip. That was
That was fun.
I'm gonna have
Get rid of
to.
their cheeks.
I'm gonna have to get you guys
I
on
went
my
back
dad's
and watched
boat.
that video the other day. That was
Dude, I'm waiting, bitch. I'll fucking make the ride out there. That'd
Dude,
be fun as hell.
should make it a
Is
thing.
this the record of how many people are watching right now?
235.
Dude, we had 280 something.
We
a
got
little
up.
earlier.
The highest one was 292. That's where it peaked.
Wait, how many do we have right now?
We had 292.
230 right now. It's been consistently over 200 ever since like the first 10 minutes. It's been.
That's how many people remember. That's how many people remember this and was like, "Bitch, here's a view."
Yeah.
And came in here.
I put it on Twitter, fucking Discord, and fucking Instagram. So fucking
I always forget about
to you guys
Discord,
who came in.
guys. Thank you. I'm happy everybody showed up, man. This is beyond expectations. It's freaking awesome.
I literally, as soon as you made the date, I held my home button. Was like, "Bitch, remind me the 16th at 4 Google Hangout," and it literally reminded me today. It was on my home screen all day, so I would never forget.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's the. If somebody says they forget something, say, "Bitch, can you talk to a phone?" And then you literally have your own phone tell you what to do.
Yeah, right. That's what's so nice about phones. And for
look
it's
at
like,
Bunny
hey,
Face.
set a reminder.
Dude, it's fucking dope.
227 right now.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good fucking number.
Heck yeah.
Dude, I can't believe that that many people showed up. That's fucking dope.
Why is Franny still talking about? She's like, after like, I've been with this girl 5 years, and she's still like infatuated to know when I fart.
Yeah, because you fucking hide it.
Keep me posted on them farts. Let me know.
'Cause I don't bust ass in front of her openly, so like whenever I do fart, it's like some monumental accomplishment that she got to fucking know about it.
Bro,
You're gonna be
you
proud of us, bro.
you know for a solid fact that whenever you go in there and like bust ass and like act like you're taking a shower and shit, that when you walk out that bitch, you ain't carrying that fucking scent with you all the way to the bed.
Bro, on our
That shit is walking with you like a fucking cyclone,
Hey,
brother.
hey,
There
remember-
ain't no hiding that.
remember when you queefed on the 30-hour stream and I was trying to have a little rebuttal queef literally about like 4 a.m. I forgot. I think it was like 3 or 4 a.m. Franny was asleep right next to me, and I looked at her sleeping face, and I put my ass right in the mic, and I queefed last night. And sadly, no one heard it. No one even the stream heard it. But literally, I busted ass like full blown force, like literally some Star Wars force, and I never even seen the movie.
Did
And
you see South Park? You get somebody pink eye like that.
Oh yeah, right.
I gave my mic pink eye. Probably that's probably about it. But I looked at Franny dead in her sleeping eyes, and I queefed right in my mic. I hope she heard that. You don't know about that until right now.
Dude, I farted right into the mic to the point where the robot fucking like got disconnected from my face, and I fucking put my asshole right up to the mic and farted, and you didn't even fucking hear it. Like it was like I think you were just so tired that you just didn't even fucking like register a fart in your brain because there's so much bullshit going on in that game.
Or the fucking same gun sound.
You've been dating somebody for a long time, and like you rip ass in front of them. It's not like you're like, oh, this is funny. It's the one that you do that you're just like, I just ripped ass in front of you and didn't even think about it. You're just like, oh my god.
Buddy Van Doodle. Buddy Van Doodle in the side chat.
Buddy Van Doodle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Van Doodler.
I like Doodle.
Dude, how the hell is ye doing? Damn.
He's like, in accordance of seeing the red live, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, everybody's
pop
coming
on.
out of the woodwork. I love it.
Wow.
What a
OG Doodle.
What a
Are
strange.
any of the Van Doodles still making videos?
I don't know. What the fuck is he doing? We should get him in here. We
I've
got
saw
room.
Paul on Instagram.
Oh
man.
my god, that'd be fucking fire.
Probably retiring and wearing fucking adult diapers like the rest of us. No.
Are you in a fucking spaceship?
Dude, you
right
look
now,
like you're in
Billy?
a fucking mansion. Are you in Malibu? Can I ride my bike to you right now and say hi and shake your hand?
You are not allowed here. You are disgusting. You're gonna make it smell like
Oh.
farts.
Dude, yeah.
Everyone would actually agree with you on that too. Suburban, can you count on your fingers, or is it more of how many times you've smelled me or Arson's ass?
Oh man. You by far. By far.
My ass is like
First day
roses and
I met
daisies,
you. Remember?
brother.
Think about the first day we met and like the issues you were having.
Tell the story. Tell the story the first time I farted in front of you.
Dude. I can't even tell it. I just remember we parked the bikes and we were walking across the street to like a taco shop because prices were too expensive.
Mind you, we just like saw each other for the first time, like not even more than like an hour earlier.
Dude, you crop dusted me so bad as we were walking across the street. I was just like, was that like fucking intentional? What was that?
Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah. And then I remember Arson apologizing. Going, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't apologize for your ass. All right.
Walk through that death cloud.
My ass.
How do you say sorry for someone else's loud ass?
Because your ass is worth apologizing for. That's the fucking.
You didn't say three. We didn't even say 5 words to each other yet, and you fucking straight up cropped us.
My signal was so bad.
You know what I remember the most about Derek? This is off the screen. Like, not the most, obviously. We've hung out in person. I remember other stuff too. But oh man, you ever like eat some food and like you take a shit and you're just like, oh, this isn't over. Like you just,
This isn't over. There's gonna be round 2 in about 15 minutes.
I'm gonna leave the commode, but this is not over. Like I'm not.
Like you know you're gonna see it right now.
Yeah, and I said that, and Derek was like, "Dude, I eat out every meal. That's every shit I have." And I was just like, "Fuck, dude, I know your pain, man. That's just
Liquid Bam Margera jackass shit." Ugh.
Man, I haven't even met Derek in real life, and even I have a fucking story about his ass.
How?
Okay, I'm so glad you bring this up. Derek always talks about my ass, right? But like, fucking, I think he just does it to take the attention up off of himself.
Okay.
That's what it is.
I've
known
known
this
this
but
dickhead. No. I've known this dickhead since we were 15 years old. I've lived with him. I've had the worst asshole experience smells in my lifetime with this guy. More than anybody. And that's why it's like it's honestly intriguing to me that no one else can have ass stories about him.
No,
that makes no way sense to me at all.
You had a room when we lived together. You had a room with literally no fucking windows, and you had a bunch of ghetto ass AC. If you even fucking remotely even fucking let out a mouse queef, you can fucking smell that shit from the fucking living room. So if you give me that fucking bull, all right? Trying to take the attention up off of you, boy. Get off my nuts, all right? You're the asshole, all right? Your asshole is way worse than mine. Let's straight right now. Your ass is way worse, and you got your girlfriend up in chat to fucking set the record too, all right? Your ass is garbage. Straight up garbage, all right? Get off here.
I wish I had like a video, like an old VHS camera, like in the old days, like a fucking Super 8 camera, whatever the fuck they were, and literally would be able to like record stitches, like a scratch and sniff of your asshole, and then like be able to just mail it to people so they get scratch and sniff. Like they can be like,
I'm still doing it, right? Everyone has stories about Derek's asshole, but no one has a story about Arson's asshole. All right, I think we found the loop here.
I got the stories.
You got the stories. You're trying to take the attention up off your own asshole. All right, get off my dick. All right, get off my asshole more specifically. All right. You're outed. You're outed.
Lee, what the hell story do you have about my ass?
You're outed.
Do you not remember it was one of these things. It was the off air though, like after we were done. And fucking, I was there was still like 4 or 5 of us in here, and everyone was all talking and shit. And me and you were sitting silently, but I was fucking just dying laughing for like 10 minutes straight. And you're laughing on the other end too. We're both like crying, laughing. We don't know what each other's laughing about. And like, when you finally asked, because you were like, I've been busting ass for like the last 10 minutes. You farted like 14 times in a row, and for some reason it wasn't coming through to anybody else, but to me it was coming through like 5.1 gold piece around.
He was getting them THX certified farts.
5 channel.
I was fucking like struggling to breathe, laughing so hard.
I have tears coming out of my face.
Oh god.
The audio channels on these streams have their own highways. It's just whoever's house they arrive at, basically, it looks like. Oh my god.
I felt like I could taste the sound. Like,
God, you know what?
Come on.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm
You're
sorry,
coming
man. I got to get out of here.
All right, bud.
Okay, man.
Later.
Let's
Later.
keep this going, man. For real. Like once a month, I'm totally in, man. Let's
Hell
do
yeah,
it.
dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're doing
October 28th.
In like a week, man.
And the link
October
cut.
28th.
The link cut.
Yes, sir.
Let's get together and do a little challenge.
I'm in. I'm in.
All right,
Let's
Doug.
do it.
You got my
All
number.
right, guys.
Holla.
Later, dude.
Later, man.
Hey,
Later,
what's
buddy.
up, D? Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, I'll see most of
Good night,
you,
brother.
some of you guys in Columbus here in a week. Huh?
I will. I'll
That'd
see
be good.
you next weekend, is it?
Weekend after that.
That's
God
right.
damn.
It's gonna be real soon.
He'll just-
Going on.
he'll just
See
talk
everybody
to
in
himself.
chat,
Thank
man.
God.
You guys were fun. Good seeing a lot of you guys recognizing the screen names. That was fun. I love this. Can't wait to do it again. All right, see you later. Bye.
See ya.
Later, later, dog.
Let me read that off a paper right there. He's like, let me see. Can't wait to do this again. See it. Bye.
I would probably do.
Fucking
I would probably start making videos again if this was the thing again.
Dude,
That's
Oh.
why I
if you-
started.
oh. If you Twitch streamed or like live streamed in any way, shape, or form, you doing that alone would probably get so many viewers and just intrigued in your artistic fucking creation from beginning to
Yeah,
end.
dude.
If you even share that is. But
Hey, do you
bro,
play video games at all, Billy?
Huh?
Do you play video games at all?
Nope.
Oh.
You don't mess with that bullshit.
Can't you just like do live
adult.
streams on Twitch though? Like people watch. Like if you're making
Yeah.
stuff, you could
Yeah,
just like
you
stream
IRL.
you while you're making it.
Compared to like video games, nobody watches like. This is just me.
No, bro, you are fucking sorely mistaken. One of the fucking like the most watched shit on fucking Twitch is IRL, which is in real life. In case you didn't know, in case you're like 80 years old.
Dropping some knowledge on you.
Oh, like what fucking Zach Galifianakis? Not Zach Galifianakis. Fucking what's his face? The little
Andy
guy.
Milonakis.
The kid.
Andy
Yeah.
Milonakis.
Milonakis, yeah.
What
Yeah.
he does and shit.
and all the fucking titty streamers. Yep.
Yep.
Titty streamers.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
You
They
guys
like, we
know I
needed a
just,
category for those IRL.
You could be a talentless
know what I just
asshole with
watched
some big
before?
titties, and you can make it fucking big on Twitch. So, hey, for all you big titted ladies out there, hey, Twitch is your place. all right?
Literally can sit in a chair, give about 27% at the highest fucking attention to the chat, and just have about 47.5% cleavage showing, and you'll have about you give that about 2 to 3 hours a day, you'll have enough income to last you every month to be able to fucking have a nice house in Malibu by the beach.
I got
Yeah.
some big titties. I could do this.
What
There
is
you
it?
go, man.
And Twitch just like lets it go. They're like, IRL, you can do whatever you want.
Yep. You
Dude,
throw a
look,
cat, you get a
I
partnership.
had so much more success, like talking about other shit like that, with Jessica's channel and Cammy's channel than my own. Like with Jessica doing all that dog stuff.
Yeah, dude. If she even like stuff like that, even would
It
kill
sounded
it on
so
Twitch.
wrong.
Dude, you
talking
know
about
what we
fucking-
recorded the other day? I'll screen share real quick and I'll show you.
Oh
guys.
wait,
For the
Wait, I
people that
recorded
aren't in,
like a mukbang with her and Cammy eating fucking crab legs. I did that.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know
God,
about all
those are
that.
so weird. Those eating
Fuck
vids.
that.
I know
Dude,
people are.
They fucking so many
Yeah.
people watch them.
It's. I know. I don't get it. That's like why.
I'm not
It's a fetish, man.
That's a group of people that I don't know if you want Taylor too, but
Yeah, that's so fucking.
Let me just mic
Oh,
up you
dude,
eating some
let me
crab
tell you,
legs.
Like, if you
Talking
go
about
to
the
comments,
ASMR
like,
vids?
I always thought it was like porn. Like people like people like beating their shit to this. It's you know who watches it? Other girls.
dude, Franny, when I'm fucking like, I'll get up to go grab a beer at night and shit, and she's literally sitting there watching some fucking Asian chick eat like fucking octopus
Dude,
dickheads.
Eric, that's right.
What are you watching over there? Just freaking
What?
eating some
Oh my
octopus, dude?
Like this is like porno. Like dudes are jacking off to this shit. No, other girls watch it.
Franny, like I'm literally watching like Twitch fails or some funny shit on YouTube, and she's sitting there watching someone else eat
Oh.
dumbass shit the whole fucking.
It's
I
all
don't get
girls.
it.
And if you look,
Josh,
I checked.
Josh
I was
is
like,
right.
it was like one of Jessica and Cammy's friends was like, "Oh no, I watch these crab leg ladies. I watch them all the time." We're like, "Oh,
Josh
The
is
wales of
right.
YouTube, the sea monsters of
I was
YouTube.
like, I thought that was porn. They're like, no, I love it. And then I went and I was like, okay, let me watch this. I looked through all the comments. It's all girls. It's like
Yeah.
girls that watch it.
What is this? What do I search for? I gotta see.
Dude, Josh is right, man. H3H3 did a video on this shit a couple months ago, and it was full on. He went through the demographics of the channel of the mukbangs, all of them, man. It's all like middle-aged women and younger women too. And man, this one bitch had a crab. I was envious, man. It was a lobster. It was about the size of a fucking
I think I saw that one.
And she had.
It was disgusting.
She had like a 10 cup, was it a 1 gallon bowl of sauce. Dipping sauce.
It was
a whole bowl of dip of sauce.
Dude, they had a bowl of butter and a bowl of fucking Alfredo sauce, and they were literally whole-handedly dipping they gave up on etiquette. They just dipped the fucking crab in their whole fucking hand in the fucking Alfredo sauce.
And it's all like,
oh, it was so fucking disgusting.
Oh,
man. How the fuck
Mukbang? We're gonna call them Mukbang Mondays and get a billion viewers.
You did it, man. I'm fucking releasing one, dude. Or not on my channel. It's gonna be on Cammy's channel.
Disgusting.
Damn.
I mean, not Jessica, of course, but I mean,
really shot. I can't believe you guys really shot a bit of that.
Go back to it. Oh, damn, they are grubbing.
No, they did all.
Yeah, but you guys got
fucking thing, dude. We fucking did it.
You know what I mean? But like,
look at them king crab legs, though.
What if you butt chug mukbang, like just took it all?
Butt chug. Oh my god. What's the sauce though? I gotta know.
Dude, I had like the special mic up for it and everything, dude.
Got the Yeti up there. The gain is just pinned.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. It freaks me out. The muck fucks.
When I watched that H3H3 video, I was just like,
We all thought that until like one of our friends was like, "Oh no, I love it." It's like people eat with them, right?
Yeah, but like that would ruin my fucking appetite, bro. Like honestly,
is that the thing? It's just like lonely women that don't have anybody to eat
with.
So
and they'll eat their food and then eat with them.
Why would you want to eat with someone like that just dipping their whole hand in Alfredo sauce? I mean, like I'm sure like I mean like that video is fine, but like honestly, like this chick that I watched on the H3 video was like she had like fucking like 6-inch fucking nails, bro. She had 6-inch nails digging that shit in the Alfredo sauce. You know that if she goes to finger her twat later on, she's gonna have an Alfredo cunt, right? Like 100%.
Well, I get it, but like look at Cammy's nails, dude. Cammy's nails are ridiculous, dude. Same fucking
No. But the chick in the H3 video had like fucking 6-inch nails straight up scraping the bottom of the Alfredo bowl with that shit. Oh, like you could fucking hear it because it's fucking ASMR too, and you're just like, I don't want pussy for like ever, dude. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
Look at all that.
Look at that pop right there. That's what it is. Watch that one right there. This is where it's at.
Yeah, slow-mo that bitch.
Oh, look at that
How big was that crab?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, like 5 pounds.
That's all king crab, man.
See, I don't see crabs like that out here unless I go to a nice restaurant.
That's like 2.5 pounds a piece, but like these chicks were fucking eating like 10-pound fucking crabs, just fucking.
Hey, what are those places called where they fucking throw like all the seafood in this bag with sauce for you and you like eat it out of the bag?
Long John Silver's?
No, no, that's like the 99-cent store version of what I'm talking about.
That's like Louisiana style or something, right?
But I don't know what it was, but for me and Franny went to those and it like, dude, it was almost gross. It's probably me personally, but because I'm kind of picky with the shit. But dude, they got like all the gross shit in that bag, and everything's just raw as fuck. And I don't know what the appealing thing is about these places, but I wanted to know if you guys like that shit or like get out there.
I have anything like that around here.
I wish Franny was here so she could tell me what it was called. I forgot what it was called, but it's a place out here that it's like a little chain restaurant, but they do this thing where like you can be like, okay, I want the crab, I want shrimp, I want blah blah blah, and they just throw it literally in a big bag, mix it with the sauce, and you literally sitting there eating it out of a bag and they give you a bib.
That sounds like a place where you go when like you're just ready to die.
They're just like, give
you've given up on life.
Joe's Crab Shack.
No,
give me one of those. Give me one of those
They might
crab
do that.
sacks.
No, this place was in Redlands, so I gotta find it. I could probably just search something Redlands and then.
I mean, we got those boil places where it's just a bunch of stainless tables and they bring a big bucket of it out and they just dump it on the table and you all eat it with your hands. But what's the point of the
That
bag?
sounds very. Oh, the blazing crab. That's what it was called.
Give me one of those blazing sacks. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was called the blazing crab. And dude, it actually made me dislike seafood more going to that place.
Really?
I don't know why.
You gotta dump it all out though. That's how I do it.
Give me a
Give
me a saucy sack.
Franny was like fucking sucking the juices off the table. I'm over here like, oh, is that shrimp shit? Yeah.
You gotta get used to
Gross,
seafood. If you don't eat seafood all the time, and
No, you know,
first time you're like, I don't like this, but once you start eating seafood all the time, you're just like, I don't want nothing but it.
yeah.
It sounds a lot like a crab boil, man. But dude, for my anniversary this year, we went to Brazilian Steakhouse, and you guys fucking never done that shit.
Fogo de Chao, man. Fogo de Chao.
Holy fuck, man! There were
so good.
there were Chicanos running around everywhere with fucking spits, with big spits with
Wait,
goddamn
what?
pigs on it and shit. There were Chicanos running around everywhere with spits full of fucking meat,
Well-
and they just fucking sawing it off for you on your plate, and they wouldn't stop until you said stop, and then you could say go again if you wanted to. I fucking
Dude.
started sweating meat out my butthole. It's so good.
It's so great.
And there was a free cheese bar too. So it's like, oh, what's coming out next? Chicharron or whatever. What cheese will go with that? You fucking just go get however much you want. So it's like you're shitting and blocked up at the same time.
Yeah,
for 3
yeah,
days.
it's like a whorehouse like that. I know.
I like the Jake closet. He's
He's
coming out of the closet.
that.
That
Before we do
icon.
that right now.
Coming out of the closet.
With a feather.
I've had that.
The
up
tick-
like
the
30
tickler.
recently.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, that was good.
It looks like a young Donald Trump fucking coming out of the
that,
closet.
that hair I had was retarded.
The bad thing about the panel side of the software now is that you have to scroll back and forth to see what everybody's doing on their icons. Like it gets full and I'm having to scroll back and forth. Like I can't see the whole panel at the bottom.
Like
Don't worry,
scroll.
keep it real,
I
I
can
do the
see
same thing
everybody.
all
It's
day.
like minimized to the side. Like I see.
Yeah, you
everybody.
should just be able to zoom out on your desktop, no?
I'll have
So
to,
have you
we'll have to
updated
see
your
if they
AOL
can
in a
find
while?
any kind of a better software or something.
You
to
gotta
do
get the
this
new
with.
CD, man.
Yeah, I got to get the new CD-ROM.
Yeah, when we see the CD, it's like, oh, there's been an update to AOL. Did you get the CD?
Wait, Jake, is that a picture you posted with all that fucking
That is-
little top bush you got going on?
Yeah. So I don't even remember. Like 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I'll make my hair all long, and then the problem was I never knew how to brush it, and that was
That was
like
2 years ago.
something
look
like
like-
that.
Look,
I was like,
lost member of fucking Seagulls,
I was
dude.
posing next to a cop car or motorcycle cop that like pulled over the whole group on the 701 ride, and my hair looked like that, and I didn't know. And Forey has just took that photo and run away with it. I mean, he has got that on lockdown.
Wait,
good old
Green
fucking
screen
Forey, man.
around it.
Weren't we out there 2 years ago? I don't
Yeah,
even
we
remember.
hung out. Remember we went to the
I
track?
don't.
and
I
we
do
went
not
to the
remember
fight.
you looking like that.
Yeah,
Look at
remember
this.
you met me at the track, and it was some there was some
Oh,
drama. It was hilarious.
Combing that thing over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool, man. Because that was like I got all wrecked up like at the track, and I was like, "Come visit me. I'm hurt and I can't do anything."
Dude, you were literally like not even far from me at all. It was funny.
Dude, that track is cool. That little track over there in Riverside.
Yeah,
or
it's a
whatever.
go-kart track. Like you can go there
Yeah,
on a
that's
go-kart
great for
and
supermo
like
cars. Yeah.
dude. That's like
I
a
mean, you
little,
saw
they
how
do
those guys were
drifting.
getting down on it. They were sliding all over the place, going crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I
there's a
thought
drift
I was
night.
fast.
There's a drift night there for cars every. I don't know if it's weekly or monthly, but there's a drift night there all the time going on.
Word.
And
You know, the
just see
sad thing though
everybody.
about that hair though, real quick. So I had that hair all long. I finally was like, all right, I got to cut it off, and I realized I was balding. It was like too late to do anything about it.
You're like, oh, give me that hair
I've been
back.
covering it for
Give me
like
that
2
hair back.
years. I mean, like, I don't even care. Whatever. I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Hey, Lee, do you still have my teeth?
Yeah, that thing's still on my fridge and grosses people out every time they fucking.
I love that you keep it in the refrigerator. That's the best part about that story.
Oh, it's on the fridge, right?
Oh, on
the
the
door
fridge.
is high level when you go to open it, so it keeps people the fuck out of my fridge. I just started seeing this new chick or whatever, and literally like 2 days ago, she fucking went to open the fridge and just looked, and like all of a sudden she just paused and she's like, "What the fuck is this on your fridge?" I was like, "Oh, that's my friend's rotten tooth," and she just like started gagging like.
That's great. Fucking Jake threw his away. I think I was like a year ago or so. I was like, "Hey, you still got my tooth?" Yeah.
You never sent me a tooth. You sent me pubes, and I do have those.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah,
you sent me like a letter,
one
and
of
you had
those
like some
boxes
taped
back
up hairs in there, and you said could be beard hair, could be pube hairs. You decide or something like that. I got it in a piece of paper around here somewhere.
Yeah, I still have the deed to the moon too.
The deed to the moon, which also has pubic hairs on it. Yeah, that happened on the live stream. Yeah, that was
So
fun.
we could all recreate each other, if you know.
How did that happen? You know what it was? We were talking
That's
about how
not
people
fun.
sell stars, and you can buy a star. And I was like, oh yeah, I own the fucking moon.
Right.
And you actually PayPal'd me $1 right then and there. Yeah, that was fun.
So
Deed to
yeah,
the
we could if we keep on exchanging bodily fluids and materials, we could end up cloning each other one day when the technology.
That's
is
what I'm
readily
hoping
available.
to do. Really, I'm like,
The moon is now just called the Billy.
I never renamed it, but that's a good idea. I'm just gonna call it fuck.
I mean, really, the moon's name isn't actually the moon. It's like Luna or something, right?
Oh, whatever, hippie.
Which
I
means
don't
the moon.
Which stands for the moon.
If dirt on Earth is called Earth, is dirt on Mars called Mars?
Yes.
Fuck, man.
Asking them big questions.
Those are the real questions in life.
At least on the moon, it has a really cool name. It's called moon dust, baby.
It's got radiation too. Probably
Yep.
kill you.
Yeah, well, we got that here thanks to all of our nuclear testing in the 50s and 60s.
Have you seen that fucking
Burn down the forest.
that Fort Knox facility where they fucking store all the moon dust and it's not allowed to come into human contact? They got all like, dude, that shit is fucking tight.
And all the moon rocks and whatnots.
Yeah, they got the fucking the
On,
rocks from the fucking first moon.
Yeah,
landing and shit.
on Adam Savage's YouTube channel, he has a video about going to get to handle those through a weird contraption that's all Jules Verne looking.
Yeah,
thing.
they had to go through multiple stages of clean room. I saw that. Like, it's not even
Yeah.
just go through a room. It's like there's stages of cleaning.
Dude, that's so fucking
never
tight
got
though.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
so tight. I get a little bit fucking jazzed up on the jazz cabbage, and I watch that shit. And
Jazz cabbage.
The good old jazz cabbage.
The devil's lettuce.
yeah, that's the shit I like to watch because I'm just like I get mind blown and shit. I'm like, moon dust.
Mind blown.
Do you remember when it was like a big deal when I was like, oh man, I smoked weed in a live stream? And I was like, oh fuck, that's illegal.
I still remember you doing that. I was like,
And
man.
now you're like
You're like,
who cares anymore?
Yeah,
We
I
have-
don't think
Hell yeah.
that cares. It's legal here. It's probably gonna be
Oh,
legal
legal.
everywhere soon, I imagine.
oh yeah.
Except
Yeah,
vapes.
it's-
We fucking ban vapes. You're done. Fucking.
Yeah,
That's a real killer. Make weed
just-
legal, ban vapes.
I think I'm just like every time they ban shit that kills people, I'm just like, fuck that shit. Like, make it legal, dude. There's too many people.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
Don't worry,
Too
we
many
still got
people.
cigarettes. Everybody will go back to that, and just
Ah,
millions
dude,
will die.
What
I
I
don't
think
know.
is like all these e-scooters, they should make them go like 50 miles an hour and just thin the herd, dude.
That will
Oh,
definitely.
the art
be
state's
weird.
funny though, right, Tim? It's like we can have like rocket launchers and shit like that, but they're like drugs. No.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's just
Yeah, I know, man.
Well,
okay, guys.
I think on their 18th birthday, every American should get an electric motorcycle that goes 100 miles an hour. It's like, it's like some Hunger Games shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
you turn,
straight up gonna be some Hunger Games.
here's your electric motorcycle. It goes 100 miles an hour.
None of us on the panel would be here. We'd all be
Yeah, that'll be great. It'd be like, here you go. You turned 18. You either survive or you don't.
Dude,
I would have had one video and then one video in the can, and that would have been it.
I've long said it has long been my policy. If I were mayor of the solar system, this would be how it goes.
all right.
If you want to drive a car, you do that at 18 and not before. If you want to get on the road before, you turn 18. When you're 17, you can, but you can only ride a motorcycle for your first year. That's how I
Dude.
would do it. Straight up,
Dude.
man. You think we'd end up with we'd get rid of the idiots for one thing, probably. They're like the real dumb kids, and then the rest of them would really learn a respect for how safe and how attentive you need to be in traffic.
Dude,
Like,
that's
Tim,
how a lot
Tim
of people
Kreitz
in
for
Europe-
president.
Yeah.
That's
Tim
how a
Kreitz.
lot of people in Europe view it, because they're like, when I went to Europe, like I was talking to some girls, and they're like, we think it's so funny that America, like, you guys, like, oh, you have babies driving, but like you have to be 21 to drink. Like, you have to learn how to drink before you learn how to drive, because then you don't because you're in the middle of fucking
You know how
like
to
learning how
shift
to
gears
drive.
and
Yeah, and then you learn how to fucking drink, and then you get it.
He has to be a faggot.
Wait, what?
Wait,
can't say
what?
that word anymore.
Faggot. Yeah.
You know, hey, you know what's a
I mean,
sad
for real, you
reality?
hear a French person talk? Give me a break.
Yeah, you know what's a sad reality is that driving fucking manuals are becoming a rarity. How I didn't even know that.
Hey,
I didn't
just
even know
bought
that
a-
was some thing nowadays.
Well,
Hey
they're all
man,
going to be electric eventually.
my
so-
wife and I just bought a
Who cares?
brand new 6-speed Honda. It's badass, man. And one of the reasons we bought it was
I'm happy
because
they're still making them.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they're hard to find. You pretty much either have to stumble across one or order it.
Special
But
order, yeah.
they've got a higher performance engine. The Civic and the Accord, they've got a higher performance engine you can get in it, and it's a 6-speed manual, and it's really fun to drive. Super fun.
Oh, I bet.
Tim's
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
fucking racing for pinks, dude.
Yeah. I want
I feel like I interrupted Arson's European story, and that actually was really interesting. I was just trying to make a joke. I want to hear the rest of
That's how they
it.
all think. That's how they all think about us.
If I ever get
Yeah,
a
I
car, I want to do a rice burner meetup and just fucking just literally have it. That's gonna be the name of the event, and we're all gonna meet up and just fucking make like fucking rice rocket sounds all night.
Just revving the shit out of your engines. Fucking
Just
cool, like hissing out everywhere. Everyone's just
Yeah. Wait for
fuck
that
boys
VTEC.
until dawn.
Wait for
Turning
that
up the
VTEC
knob on
to
the rice
kick in.
cooker. Hell yeah.
You know, you don't need a fucking alarm system anymore. You just need a 6-speed with cursive dashboard.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
There you go.
No one will
nobody's
be
gonna steal a 6-speed because nobody knows how to drive one.
I've never owned a 6-speed. I had a 5-speed for a minute there.
Yeah,
I had a
also-
little rice rocket. I had an Integra, a little Acura Integra. So
I got
to have my
a speed. It's an F350.
Oh yeah.
Truck light.
Yeah, for real though, probably like next vehicle I would get, like I'd seriously consider buying like a Model 3 or something. So forget like no gears, just motor to the wheels and just drive it, you know.
Man,
Yeah.
I had to fucking go car shopping for like 4 months recently, trying to do it all practical and responsible bullshit like that. And I was looking at Cadillac CTSVs and shit, like unpractical. And I ended up with a gold Altima.
From Cadillacs to Altima, it was a hard choice. but-
Gold, and it was gold on top of that.
Oh, it's a practical color. It's a fucking practical car. It's got great gas mileage. It's 4-door. It's terrible. I hate it.
Hey, can I ask you, car guys, something that might be able to know a little more about cars, because I obviously don't. Is I remember back maybe it was like probably early 2000s. I remember when those. Do you guys remember the Pontiac? Not what were they? GTOs, maybe the newer ones. I mean,
Yeah.
they were like 6 liters or some shit.
Yeah, they're
GTOs?
real understated looking cars. Yeah.
Okay, can you guys tell me? I remember back then those were like retardedly fast, dope fucking like sleeper cars back in the day. Like in terms of what they were. Is that true or not? Like were those really good cars? Because I've never known much about them. But are those really good cars? And to this day, are those like maybe sought after?
I don't know if they're good cars or not. I know that they stuck the biggest freaking V8 they could in that engine.
Yeah, that's what I remember right there. Yeah, they were like notorious for that.
Yeah.
I mean, even the old ones, dude. Beach Boys fucking wrote a song about that car. Fuck sakes.
Then they fucked it up because they wrapped it up in like a Pontiac Grand Prix body, basically.
Yeah.
They it's like you think that car
I'll
manufacturers
find a picture of it.
care about what people want, but guess what? In those design teams, there are people who love cars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
You know,
Hey, just a quick.
like that. Like you still get cars like the GTO, where it's like this is a sedan. It doesn't look crazy, but it's got a big fucking engine.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but hey, Jake, just so you know, so everybody on the panel knows, the internal chat, if you type that, it can be seen outside by others. So
Cool.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So just be careful what you type in there. Just so you know.
Okay, Dad.
Just letting you know.
You know what my fucking most awesome car was? I loved so much. I had a 1993 Lincoln Mark 8. And the 93 Lincoln Mark 8 set the world lane speed record for a stock car for fucking years. And it had the first double overhead camshaft 4.6, and it made 300 fucking horsepower. And I bought that car for like $2,000 for nothing.
Freaking Lincolns be floating.
Oh yeah.
I used to think Lincolns were fucking classic, and I used to think that what's his face, Matthew McConaughey was a dick, and I still think Matthew McConaughey is a dick, and now I hate Lincolns.
I hate that, man. I hate that Lincoln fell by the wayside with that, because Lincoln used to they made in the early 90s, they made some fast fucking cars.
What the fuck are y'all talking
My dad lives across the street from Matthew McConaughey's brother, so
Does he look just like him?
no, they look very dissimilar.
Does he
It's
say
fucking-
similar things to him? Instead of being like, all right, is he like, okay?
Man,
If he does it, that's really disappointing.
his brother's name is Rooster, and he walks around. You will never see him without a cigar in his mouth, hanging from the side of his mouth.
God fucking damn. I don't want to interrupt anybody, but Mustang Lab just fucking told my losing my virginity story. All right, Mustang Lab, do you think I remember that? Yeah, I remember every fucking moment of it.
Hey, Derek and Arthur, man, I fucking miss you guys. Something awful bad, boys.
Miss you too, bud.
Dude, you too, man. Dude, I know you don't probably see me comment much, but I'm fucking always watching your posts and your projects and love every fucking thing you post, man. It's just when I'm taking a shit, I'm a scroller and not a commenter. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
It's the same thing. I don't comment a lot.
yeah, I wish I
Also-
did now.
Also, that's the last thing I need. Someone seeing that. Oh, you know, Derek. I really don't need that. So,
Oh, you wanna talk about that? I get that all the time with arson. Trust me.
Here you go, Derek. Here's the GTO you were looking at. You were talking
I
about.
think that's it. Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I think they made it from like 04 to maybe 08 or.
Oh, they didn't really make that car though. That's Holden made
that's
that.
kind of that fucking car looks heavy, man.
I used to think that because I remember seeing one day, and like I used to live in Riverside for a few years, and I used to see one of those always around Riverside, and it was fucking just monstrous sounding and shit. Maybe the guy had it built up or something, but I always
they
loved
had
those ever
jet
since I
engines in
seen
those
that one
things.
car.
Small, they had LS motors in them. No, like that Holden company from Australia, they have like a deal with them. So the deal was they get their drivetrains and they build the car.
Yeah, and you
Oh,
go in
I
the
didn't
test
know
that they're a sub company with Chevy.
Well, yeah, that's what that GTO actually is. It's like a Holden Monero, and it's also a Vauxhall.
If you have the Vauxhall, whatever. If you seen there's that truck version of it. It's like an El Camino version.
Yeah,
It's so
the
fucking
Maloo,
cool.
Maloo, that's my fucking dream car, man. That thing is so sick because they're faster than fuck.
You can
too.
get
Like,
them.
they have
You can get a V8 all-wheel drive, I believe, too.
monster horsepower in those things. They're so dope. I've already looked into what it would cost to import.
Until the day I die. Ford, motherfuckers.
I mean, I own two Fords, but like I would totally. I want like a V8 truck.
No way,
Car
dude.
truck thing again. They don't make those.
Jessica was like, I want a Camaro. I told her it'll be a cold day in hell. Or a bow ties
Oh wait, man,
parking.
Camaro is like best of both worlds. You load the bike in back. Freaking.
Dude, Jake, my truck.
Like, I don't want to be like that. Like, I don't want to do that because I'm like, that's ridiculous. But I can't stop myself.
Bring the Ranchero back, damn it! I want the
Jake,
What?
my dad had a fucking 77 Ranchero. We drove to Idaho and back, Oregon to back, multiple fucking times. Car never fucking missed a beat. All the
hell
way
yeah.
until my dad just didn't have it no more and got a newer car. And we're talking a decade my dad had, and I grew up with that car. And that car is very special to me for the Ranchero, dude.
Hell
I
yeah,
love
dude.
that car. You're right, dude. That shit was like, it's amazing. It's a 70s fucking car, and you get all the benefits of a truck with that big old motors.
almost
What was that real obscure Dodge one? There's a guy down the road that's got one. It's a front wheel drive truck thing. The Rampage.
The
Dodge
newer
Rampage.
ones, like
No, the old
2000s
Dodge
or
Rampage.
90s?
It's the most 80s looking thing ever. If you know, I'll find a
Anus.
picture of one.
Dodge
Oh, I
Uh,
never
there's-
seen that.
Yeah, they're fucking they're so funny.
Anus used to have one of those Dodge Januses.
Little Dodge anus. Always
Arson,
breaking
where'd you
down.
God, they're so
Oh
angry
man,
now.
dude, Derek, you still play Tips ever?
Dude,
Tips.
that's my main other game.
Man, I just started playing that the other Sunday with Bane. It's pretty fun again. We need to play that maybe this weekend.
Dude, fuck yeah, the new operators are dope. I want to see them. When you
Yeah,
fucking blast through windows with like a fucking rope cock.
Yeah, she got grappling hook. I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck is this? It was pretty fun though.
How's
cleaning up?
how's Bane holding up, by the way?
Good,
Fucking
man.
ass.
13, 8th grade. He's got like a mustache
no.
going.
Let's get some DVD.
He's got more than a mustache going.
Give him a razor for his fuse, bruh.
Yeah, don't even want. Dude, I did on Christmas. I was like, here's some shaving cream and a razor.
Oh man,
I was like,
Dude.
let me know when you're ready to be a man. I'll show you how to shave that.
Let me tell you what.
You should have gave him a package of extra medium condoms, bruh. That's what my dad
Extra
did.
medium.
Yeah.
Dude, just be glad Bane ain't got tits and he's a boy, dude. Let me at that age.
That's great.
Dude, if Bane was a girl, it'd be a lot grosser. Just saying.
Oh,
when I was a young buck, my dad walked into my room. I was playing some fucking video games and I was contemplating masturbating, and he came into my room and he said, "Look, son, we need to have the talk." And I was like, okay, Dad. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about video games? He's like, nah, we need to talk about that little ass dick. Handed me a pack of medium condoms and said, "Look, boy, you're white. You need these. They're gonna fit pretty good on you with the extra medium." And you know what? I still have that pack of condoms because my pullout game is strong.
Nothing but ghost worms on the stomach.
Never even broke the seal on them.
You don't fuck with rattlesnakes and condoms.
And arson. And trapped arson semen. Fucking.
I got a whole closet full of socks of trapped arson semen. It ain't never fucking stopping. I got a whole collection. I'm about to sell them like Gamer Girl bathwater, son. You feel me?
You better have no woman sits on your pile of socks. She's gonna get some fucking ancient arson semen, and it's gonna like grow a fucking pyramid baby out of her fucking canal with your face all over it.
Lucky is where we are.
You guys are tempting me to do the fucking a museum exhibit, like I was saying, of trapped arson semen, like the full fucking thing with the glass and the brass and the lights and shit, and the little fucking vial.
Need to.
Yeah, put that toward your fucking.
You gotta put it behind bars too, with like a little
It's gonna be the
old
next
key.
masterpiece.
Look at fucking it's Bash in the side chat. It's like,
but that means
right there is fucking amazing.
But arson,
Dude.
I'm gonna need a lot of cum. I'm gonna need you to send me some cum though, if we're gonna do
Hey,
that.
how much you need, dog? I got you. I got an infinite supply.
Shade tried to saw you.
Few ounces.
2 ounces? Bro,
Arson's making a protein shake right now.
Will you settle for 4? That's the minimum I can give you.
Well, that's more than a few, so yeah, but package it right so it gets here, like refrigeration.
Yeah, you know, the whole cryogenics thing. I got you. A little bit of liquid nitrogen, some what's it called, dry ice. I got you, dog. It'll be nice and frosty when we get to you. You know what I mean?
He has no idea I'm gonna fucking inseminate my wife with that shit. So I can get
Your beard will look like fucking 2016 EN187 with the frosted tips. You feel me, dog?
Watch it, dude. Let's pull some old pictures of fucking Neil with the frosted tips.
Oh god, I never even had frosted tips. It's like exactly the same as
Bro,
it's always been.
You fucking like.
I
Hey,
swear to God, there never has there been. This is the way. It's my normal hair color.
Shut your mouth, bro. You fucking your tips were frosted as fuck, boy.
Well, I remember at the beginning, like I don't know, early 2015, late 2014, you guys were making fun of him just because he had spiked hair and say like it's like frosted tips. But I don't know if I do remember.
Yeah,
color.
thank you. There's never been frosted tips.
No, don't no.
Tips
no.
have never been frosted. God damn it. I'm not
Well,
thinking
maybe
Guy
it was
Fieri.
where camera was and the lighting, but
This is Guy Fieri.
Guy
Legalize donkey sauce.
Yeah, I got you
Diners,
confused with
drive-ins,
Guy
and
Fieri, that's what it
dickheads.
was.
Yeah, Neil taking us all the way to Flavor Town. Oh,
Jessica got me more beer.
what a good
Oh
laugh.
man, it's been for further reunion. It's been 2 years.
I ran out. She was all like, "We ordered no pizza off of Uber Eats."
No doubt. I don't want to pay $60 for a pizza either.
Try to stop me.
Try to stop me. Oh shit.
You can't even beat me in a fight. I'm so much stronger than
Yeah,
you.
right.
Oh shit, she's about to beat your ass. You better watch your fucking mouth.
Fight me. Sounds like some Bane right there. Fight.
Hey, you guys know why chicks talk so much shit?
Why?
Because they've never been punched in the face by a man.
Oh, equal rights and lefts, brothers.
You know what? You know what the 250,000 women who were abused in this country last year all have in common?
What?
They just don't fucking listen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, took a turn. Took a turn.
Yeah, we're all getting in trouble after this.
We're this is the end.
I can already feel
Hashtag cancel Monday night stream.
feed right now, dog. I feel it in my ass.
You know what?
I'm not even lying about that though, because like I've been punched in the face like a lot of times.
Me too.
Like I've been punched in the face like a shit ton of times. I'm not even trying to sound like a hard ass. It's not like I've been in a bunch of fights and like I've won them all. Like I've been punched in the face a shit ton of times. It just sucks. It's the worst.
Do you ever like get punched in the face and you don't do anything about it because you know you deserved it?
Even if you don't deserve it, whatever. It's just like it sucks, dude.
It feels like you're drowning for a split second.
Yeah, it sucks, and like the next day it sucks too. You're just like, oh, this is awful. You know, and like when somebody's like talking a bunch of shit, you're just like, oh, you've never been punched in the face. That's why you're fucking.
Hey, remember we were talking about when everyone hits a certain age to get a 200 and something mile an hour bike. A year or so before that, everyone gets punched in the face. It's like, all right, you're 17, come here.
Right, at the PMV, the punching machine vehicles, like whatever it is, like you gotta go, like, oh, you gotta go get fucking rocked in the nose, like in the nose too. That's what.
Everyone's like, everyone who's done it before is like, yeah, you'll be all right though. But
that's the fun of a mosh pit, is trying to avoid that feeling. Like if you can avoid the drowning nose feeling, getting punched in the face, you win.
You win.
It's the fucking worst, dude. I don't ever want to get punched in the face again as long as I live. So every time I start to talk shit, I have to weigh it against getting punched in the face.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
I wish what's his name was still in here, but he left Suburban Delinquent, because I could tell you when he drinks a lot, he doesn't. I remember having to. I shouldn't say too much.
Dude, there's a lot of fucking like.
Yeah, don't talk about.
Hey,
Suburban, there's too many stories we can.
We need to keep the SFF stuff in the SFF, man.
Hey, all I will say about fucking drinking with Suburban, if you ever in your life spend a night out drinking with Suburban Delinquent, you are in for the time of your life. That man is
so wild.
He keeps the fun going all night.
Dude, absolutely.
What was so wild is we were in I was in town one time and just I went to meet up with him and went drinking. We were in this parking lot. This dude was like on a sport bike or something, getting off of work, and just rolled up next to him. We rolled down the windows. We're like, maybe he'll know who we are, and he totally did. He was freaking out. We're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going home. We're like, no, you come with us. And he went out. He was out with us till like 4 a.m. drinking. This random guy had him at bars. It wasn't until like towards the end of the evening we were having like something to eat, like 3 a.m, and we found out he's like 19 or something. Like bar hopping with us.
Made his dream come true.
He never took any pictures too, and we kept telling him like, no one's ever going to believe you, by the way. Like, so we kept telling him he couldn't take pictures. That was I want to do that again. Just totally.
Man, that's why I'm excited for that AIM Expo. I'm hoping we can get some.
Dude, it's gonna be wild, man. Dude,
stories.
we had time in Las Vegas. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, Was it?
Oh, we went to this place. It was called Atomic Bar because it like the story behind the bar was like, oh, they used to watch the atomic bomb go off, like from because they did all this nuclear testing out there. Like, I got.
Yeah, they have a drink there that they get some of the sand and they put it in, the radiated sand. It's real good.
Shut the fuck up. You had me for a second. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. When we all met at SCMM that year, and I saw Sub D on the stairs, sat down with him, and we like shared our first beer of the day or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, look for me later, man," because there's so many people. And I eventually found him. It was like night and day. It was like first gear on the steps, and then if there was a possible 27th gear, fucking crazy V26 engine, it was full on. I just ended up in his room. It just happened to be Sub D's room, and everybody's fucking hopping, trying to make the goddamn building collapse. And there's 2 big jars of moonshine going around. I get one jar of moonshine.
I remember that.
Right, but the moonshine was, I can tell because it was, all the heads were in the moonshine. It just tastes like I was like sipping antifreeze.
Yeah,
so like,
they were some of that. Yeah. You don't want to drink methanol. You want to drink ethanol. That is very true.
I get gas without ethanol. I know a place. I got the hookup.
Man, you found the only place in Texas.
It's a Buc-ee's they opened up not too far from me. Whenever time I go, I bring my 5-gallon like race jug with me and fill it up.
All
it goes with my motorcycles.
I feel like Buc-ee's is like Wawa, man. We have Wawa down here, and they all have ethanol-free gas.
Buc-ee's is like, who's anyone? Tim, have you been to a Buc-ee's?
Oh yeah, all the time.
They're
on the road
like
as a
gas
musician,
station?
Buc-ee's is like your best friend.
Yeah, it's this gas station. You tell people who've never been to it, you're like, you got to see this gas station. They're like,
It's more than a gas
station, and you're like, trust me, you'll get it when you go in.
It's like a gas station that's a Walmart.
Kind of. It's like it's got cool shit though. It's got like everything in there is like, ooh, one of those.
They got a deli. They've got restaurants. They've got the cleanest bathrooms ever. Like you go in to take the dump, and a dude walks in right behind you with a mop and a bucket and in a hazmat suit to clean it all up. I mean, like they don't let everything is pristine. They're the
every
best.
one of them too is like I think
travel stops is what they call them.
They're over 100 pumps every time you go to them.
That sounds like here. Yeah, we have down here it's called the Flying J.
Flying J, that's right.
Flying J.
We have those here. We have those here in Cali too.
Dude, they got
Flying J's out there.
Yeah,
they're even up here, man.
You're talking about the truck stop, right?
Yeah.
They're nationwide.
Yeah, we have them here.
Dude,
you used to go to Flying J all the time, like at like 4 a.m. after you get drinking all night. We're like, oh, we need like all you can eat biscuits and gravy.
You could even take a shower there for like $4 or some shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dang, getting that Flying J shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was a truck driver, and I went with him like quite a few times in my lifetime, and we've been to quite a few of those. And I remember seeing him out here. He used to go to like Reno, Nevada, and like drop off like fuel or some bullshit. And obviously, we go to those places and get all the little fucking jerky and shit. Those truck stops are lifesavers, man.
Well, then they're like haven for fucking lot lizards, dude. A Flying J, you'll definitely find a hooker.
Yeah,
Definitely
guaranteed.
get some AIDS
Any
or some
truck,
herps.
any truck stop, you'll find hookers literally walking around in the open and be like, cock, cock,
Flying J.
All you know about a Flying J is that you can get biscuits and gravy 24 hours a day.
and gravy coming out of the head of your dick in the morning.
This right here,
Oh God.
this little slideshow that I'm playing is what the Buc-ee's look like in Texas. They're like all of the pumps are covered, and there's like 50 pumps or 100 pumps.
There's 100 at least, yeah.
And there's even more pumps in the fucking cabins of the trucks going on.
Ladies of the
Yeah, but Tim, they got biscuits and gravy though.
Sure they do, because they have full kitchens and restaurants inside of them and everything.
They're just they're something else. They're
Walmart gas
wild.
pumps.
It also reminds me of the Trailer Park Boys. Ray, ladies of the evening. Way of the road, Bubbles.
Liquor and whole
Way of the road. Hey, back row, you ever fucking meet any of them? I remember we've talked about this before. I remember
I got to drink with Mike Smith, Bubbles, here in Knoxville.
You ever get to like meet Leahy in person? Because now that he passes, fucking, he's like the OG.
No, I wish, man, I didn't get to.
I would have loved to shake that guy's hand and fucking get a little shit joke, a little shitism, at least one.
I almost went to, Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic was supposed to be at a bar in Knoxville, but then I looked up the show, Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic, and what the show was about. It wasn't much, not with because it was without Leahy, right? And then I looked up the venue they were playing, and it was a shithole. So I was like, no, I'm not going to that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I've seen that on their Instagram.
That'd be so good though to get a greasy burger from him. You should just do that. Just
I'd go for the experience. Yeah.
Well, I got to buy, was it 2 cheeseburgers from Julian on stage at one of the shows, and that's cool.
Dope.
I should have fucking kept him and not ate those motherfuckers because they were like from 2 towns ago.
Oh God. Oh no.
Dude.
And they can market that because it's like technically what it's supposed to be because of the show.
Yeah, but I showed up. It was at the Tennessee Theater, and there's a bar in the bottom corner of this Tennessee Theater called Clancy's, an Irish pub. I walk in there, and there's fucking Bubble, Mike Smith at the bar. One guy next to him on his right, one guy on his left. They obviously work together. So I ordered him a scotch over there, and he fucking raised his glass, and everybody was fucking just coming up to the bar to him. He drank there for like 3 hours before the show started, man, and then went and did a 2-hour show, drunk off of at least 5 scotches that I bought him, and numerous scotch that other people were bought him because they were like, "Oh, he must like scotch. Let's all fucking give him liquor," and he fucking drank every bit of it out of respect and did a fucking.
Damn.
That's an OG.
I can't even fucking do that shit, dude.
I mean, at SCMM, it gets a little crazy like that, where you're like,
dude, if I were to drink every fucking drink that everyone offered me at SCMM, like,
the first like 30 minutes I was there, I thought, well, I gotta be nice, and then finally I was like, all right, I gotta say no because I'm about to fucking start puking everywhere.
If you think it was bad in years past, now that weed is actually fully legal in California, there was more weed fuckery and crazy, like that one dude who was just passed out in that chair. He took one bong rip, immediately passed out, and everybody drew dicks on his face.
Oh God, rip that dude.
Hey, you gotta have
got
that
the
guy.
bong dick.
Hey, I mean, there's some stuff that would do that to us too. There's that what's that stuff? Wax or whatever it is. Fuck that. It's like,
I don't know how people fucking do this fucking new shit, dude. Let me tell you, man. I'm a fucking grown ass man. I smoke weed like literally almost every single day.
Did you smoke with me at SCMM?
No, because I can't smoke in public.
Oh, okay.
Same.
It's like when I smoke weed, it's the last thing I do.
At SCMM this year, there was a giant bag of weed on the buffet table.
I do that shit in public, man. And I smoke, and it's not like I don't do it a lot. Like I smoke weed all the fucking time.
See, that's why when you saw what Derek
do it in public, man.
That's why when you saw what Derek did to me at fucking Hard Rock, you bought me an Uber. Straight up, just bought it.
Bought the guy and the car.
Yeah.
How was this year's SCMM?
I had a great time, man. I thought it was awesome.
I can't believe I still haven't met you in person, Tim. Like, fuck.
We're gonna rectify that, man.
The year you didn't go, that was the year that you were there.
I have resolved that before I go back to California again, I'm coming to Florida before I do that. So we're gonna work it out, man. Don't even fret. We're gonna figure.
You have my phone number. Let's actually make it work. Like, don't spring it on me, man. Because
no, I won't. No. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. We'll figure out a way to do it where it works for both of us. But yeah, this coming year probably.
I'd love to go to Texas, man. I'm trying to build an FXR as a tour.
Yeah, just come stay at my house, dude.
Yeah, Tim's not far from me.
Yeah, just 4 hours.
I think it's 6. Pretty sure it's 6.
No, it's like
drive. I drove from where Tim's at to fucking.
I've driven where Tim's
was that
at
before or after I
times.
killed us?
I'm pretty sure it's
Almost
6 hours.
If you both moved to Rhode Island, you'd be like, "Fuck, dude."
yeah, that's right. When all you guys were coming through to go to that Dallas meetup, and you guys met me here, and we met out at that little Mexican restaurant that was owned by those people who couldn't speak English, and they made us those big ass breakfasts at like 7:30 in the morning.
That was cool shit.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was really fucking like It was a really cool experience going out there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's the fucking Cali in me, but I was already ready to come home a few days after being there because everything. Okay, can you guys tell me from being there? Am I right in thinking this, or is it just my drive out there and the route we were on? But everything out there looked the fucking same. It
Dude,
looked cookie cutter.
we
And-
literally drove through the fucking like the oil fields, like the desert, like
Yeah.
that's all that was. Like you have to get to the fucking like the main cities to.
Yeah,
like,
I wanted to see like all the cool like. I was hoping we'd be able to see a bunch of cool shit like on the way, but it was like
Yeah,
so
that drive
open
is
all the way.
that drive's a weird drive. I mean, if you go like down from once you're in Dallas, you go down to like through Austin and then go out to the coast, and there's a lot of cool stuff around there.
Yeah,
but-
that's the thing about Texas. Texas has everything. It has
have
desert
all-
and arid oil fields like you guys saw
but we
here.
got like all four basically of like
Yeah, but we have
land
mountains, we have forests, we have ocean and beach. You know, we have a national forest here, 2 national forests in Texas.
You know what you guys did have? The fucking probably the nicest batch of people I ever came across in my
Oh
time.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
Tim,
about
check this out, man. You guys know the Honorary one?
No. What is that?
The ornery one. He has a YouTube channel, man.
Uh-uh.
He's good, man. He does like a lot of like John Maxwell type stuff, like travel vlogs and stuff like that. He's great. I love him, but he fucking hit me up. I think he's got like Senna on board to like sponsor a trip for me and him to ride to fucking Mexico City.
Oh shit! That's right.
Holy shit, dude.
Damn.
That would be the ride of your life.
Dude, I'm into it, man.
Is
You
it
end
because
up in
they
a-
legalized cocaine?
Like going through.
I'm on board too. I mean, no, I'm
You're
not.
gonna end up in a jail tied upside down like.
You're like, we're gonna ride all the way there.
Yeah, but I'm just like I'm savvy, dude. I'm not a fucking idiot. Like I feel like I can handle myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just of course.
No. Like I get it though, but I'm just like some people would go there and that's what would happen. But I'm like, dude, I bet I can ride through Mexico. I can do it.
Yeah.
Like and not just like oh we're gonna fly to Mexico City and ride motorcycles around. Like nah, dude. I want to ride all the way through Texas and all the way through all that like drug cartel shit, like all the way to Mexico City.
My dad did time.
That'd be
My
nuts.
dad did time in Guadalajara for like 6 months. Like that must have been interesting.
Ugh.
I feel like if you're not a dick, you'll be all right.
You'll
You
probably
should
get
you should probably ride the FXR if you're gonna do that.
That's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do.
that'd be awesome.
No, that's what I want to do. I
be
want
able to run.
to Mexico City from Tampa to Mexico City.
Damn,
That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
like-
ride.
Doing it on the Ducati, you'll just instantly look like an asshole. And you'll
Yeah,
fucking
I know.
get decapitated somewhere.
Honestly though, I think there's like some safety in that though, because honestly, yeah, like it's the guys going down there. I think first of all, I think most people are absolutely fine because I do read up on stuff like that. Those adventure guys, like there's so many people riding through Mexico. They're like, nah, it's fine. But I think if you were gonna have a problem, it's probably the guy like on a GS 1200, you know, with like clearly has a lot of money. You know, that's the guy that I think. Because if you're gonna kidnap somebody, there's your guy. He's got
Yeah.
money. If
Yeah.
you see a guy on an old FXR,
There-
you're like, that guy doesn't have fucking shit. Like,
Yeah, whoever has the dad jeans, that's who's getting
Yeah,
it.
the guy who just finished watching Long Way Around is having a midlife crisis.
And I'm although I tried to change the intake seals today and like really failed hard.
well,
I'm sure Lee, you're the only person who knows what I'm fucking talking about.
I've literally never turned a wrench on an FXR before.
Well, you've turned a wrench on Evo.
like a
Well,
twin
I mean,
cam, I'm
yeah,
sure is very
but-
similar.
Twin cam's actually quite a bit different.
Is it?
Just like
Well,
Yeah.
fuck.
why is it like you have a Harley Davidson and you need to change the intake seals and it involves like shims and fucking like it's a nightmare, dude.
They're not designed to be worked on. Pretty much nothing on that bike is designed to be worked on.
Oh, of course, it's just need a hammer.
Jake,
Look
have
at
you ever
that.
worked on Harleys?
I mean, yeah, a bit here and there. Like when I was a Craigslist mechanic, there's always some money to be made when I was doing
Yeah.
that. But I wouldn't. I never went super deep into stuff when I was just working out in my garage. When you're working in a shop and you have all the specialty tools, it's a little bit easier. But I did a bunch of primaries and stuff. There's money in that.
In
And,
this day and age, do you have damn near every tool you could imagine having at this point?
no, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's so many specialty things. Like that's why, like
Yeah.
Like a dealership is so good because the dealership, like when you work for one of them, they're gonna buy sets of tools. Like a new bike comes out, they're gonna buy. There's gonna be like the random flywheel puller for the new motor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All this
like
goofy shit. So yeah, I've got a lot of
I
neat
see what you're
stuff.
talking about.
We've seen like in my garage, I've got those 2 huge roller boxes in my garage. One of them is filled literally just with specialty tools. Like that fucking toolbox rarely gets opened, and it's the most expensive one in the shop. Like that thing's worth like fucking 40 grand probably.
And then you know we're all gonna have to mess with is these electric bikes and those fucking orange cables that carry such high currents. Are just gonna you're not gonna know you died.
I bet neither of you. Dude, I bet neither of you have a flamethrower.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
No, I just have like I've got some torches.
Oh man, somebody texted me.
What a liar! You
Remember,
lied.
remember Dan
Right.
shooting that one in front of your house?
I remember me shooting in front of my house, and my neighbor then one of my neighbors came out and was giving me the hardest stink eye, and I was like, you don't need that house is a house for retards, and you're paid to work there, so shut up.
Oh my god.
Go back inside and
Oh
clean
my
some
God.
poop, you idiot.
Retards.
Dude, I can't. My neighbors are all super nice to me. Like they're all like, when I walk outside, they're like, "How's it going, neighbor?"
She would love to know what they had to say about you, right?
I know they hate me, dude. Like I'm so loud. I was like literally revving a fucking loud ass motorcycle in my garage like an hour ago. I do it all midnight. I'll fucking be like, it's time to take the chopper on a fucking test ride. I'm drunk as fuck. I do it all the time, to the point where like the next day I'll be like, fuck, dude, I should fucking get out of that shit.
Like, most of my neighbors are all old alcoholics. Like everyone asks me all the time how I get away with riding pit bikes around the neighborhood and doing all kinds of ridiculous shit nonstop without getting in trouble. So I'm like, they're all shit faced every day. No one cares.
Yeah, when you live in the right area, it's a gold mine for content like that because you can fucking literally do anything you want. Abandoned shit, broke fucking down, bankrupt cities, San Bernardino. It's the best shit you can fucking do, man.
On my block alone, there's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 houses are occupied by like 50-plus-year-old men that aren't married, just fucking hang out and drink and fucking play cards every day.
They probably like
That's all they do.
that shit.
Dude.
Yeah, they just see me really by and they're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, brother.
Nobody my front door because I've got like multiple signs, very large. Like I'm a dick about it too because I don't want anybody fucking walking in my yard. I have like very large signs like right on my fence line that have like a picture of a gun, like a gun, and it said, well, I do. Like I have all these like signs that have like a picture of a gun pointing at you, and it just says like anybody who walks on this property will be shot. And like, and there's like multiple signs after that, just like that also have guns on. Like my house is. I feel what I wanted to. I was trying to do this. I feel like if like somebody walked up my front door who I didn't know, I want my house to be really scary. Like you gotta knock at my front door.
You just have the girls mukbang. Just have the girls mukbang out front with some gross shit.
Yeah, right. Just a big old bowl of sauce and some crab legs.
Like, keep walking, darling.
I'm guessing you don't need to put a no soliciting sign up when you've got all those signs.
But I have a no soliciting sign too. I've got all the signs.
You got all of them.
You got all the signs, every angle.
I have no trespassing. I have
You
cameras.
have beware a llama.
Beware
I
the
have
dog.
9 cameras in the front of my house, and I've also got like multiple pictures of guns like pointing at you.
I'm like in a brand new neighborhood. I'm pretty sure the HOA would not like that. Get to know them real fast.
I don't want nobody walking on my property.
I did the ring cam thing, and I made sure that they were obvious, like just blatant.
Yeah, that ring cam's cool. Like that's my neighborhood. Everyone's house comes with it, so it's kind of cool to go on there and watch. Like we can watch the Amazon guy kicking packages around. That's been the main thing that gets posted. Is like, there's been so many Amazon drivers fired because of my neighborhood. I swear to God, because it's just like these dudes. They're just doing it for fun too. That's the shittest part about it. It's like it'd be one thing if they kind of dropped it a little, but it's like they're like fucking 10 feet from the door and they're like drop kicking the packages to the door and like laughing. It's like
I see all kind of shit, dude. My neighbor's dog, like I got all kind of evidence. They're
Yeah, but
great.
you like, you know what I'm talking about? You have that thing where you go see the neighborhood, like what's been going on with other people that have the Ring app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Since everyone's got one, that's like my main entertainment.
Like have like little they're like Facebook groups per se, kinda. For instance, where you can not tap in, but if they choose to post it to the Ring.
Yeah, everyone sees it in the area.
Yeah, if you post it, you can see like if you had the alligator in your front yard, and then
Dude, there was a bobcat the other day. It got tracked on 2 or 3 people's Ring doorbells. Everyone's like, "You see the bobcat?" Like, I got photo too. And they're like putting the pictures up. Fucking bobcat walking around here.
I always wonder if my neighbors talk about me.
Oh, they definitely.
Oh yeah, they do.
Did you see
Oh,
that
I-
guy in
I
the
feel
with all the
like
fucking
I'm
signs on his
actually
house?
horrible. I'm actually I'm the worst. Like I will take my chopper out and do burnouts in my fucking driveway at 1:00 in the morning. I do it regularly.
Oh, you also sing obnoxiously loud at 2:00.
Closer, tiny dancer.
I don't know, man. Everybody needs to character building experience.
Dude, don't worry about what the fuck they think about what you're doing. You just keep doing it.
You do you, boo.
I worry about it only so much as like I kind of feel bad. I'm not gonna not do it.
Yeah, so are you gonna change anything?
You don't got to do
Oh,
shit.
man,
You don't have to do shit until a cop comes up to your house and tells you you do.
Yeah. Oh, well, they called the cops on me a couple times. Like, I don't give a shit, dude. They
I
can't.
made my neighbors all brisket a while back. They like
Be
that.
quiet, but then they
I
come
mean,
back.
good
I'll be
with them, I
lying,
think.
The cops can't do anything.
Are we not live anymore?
And you just like make the right noises.
Oh no,
sometimes.
yeah, we are.
You
I'm
know-
probably gonna stop it though, guys, because I have to go to bed to wake up. for work.
All right.
Lame, but yeah, this was
3
super
hours is
fun.
good.
Yeah, this is a good one.
There's a burnout in your driveway, Neil.
Yeah, do some AM burnouts. I'm gonna go to bed.
Right on, man.
But,
Hey,
yeah.
okay, so the last Monday of October is the 28th. Monday, October 28th. Everybody put that on your calendar.
Yeah, we all down?
Yeah, I'm down. We'll do it.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
try and make it like a monthly thing, once a month.
Yep.
Dude, super fucking down.
Get together, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Jot down some more.
Carson, what's up with your fucking with your Harley, man?
Yeah,
Who,
what is
me?
up with that?
Yeah, you.
Oh, it's in storage right now. I got the jugs honed and I got new pistons and shit. There's a lot shit wrong with it. Basically, like enough to like make a whole new bike. So I've been moving around a lot. So it's literally just rotting away in storage, but I'm planning on getting it all fixed up and, you know, trying to make a comeback onto the YouTubes and doing different shit and all that
Takes time.
Yeah. Like it's not gonna be like exactly the way it was, but like I wanna do it in a way that like, you know, like I can work hard on it and like maybe make a video like once a month or something like that, but make something I can be proud of. So it'll take some time to get there and plan everything out and learn how to use Adobe and shit, but I'll get
Man,
with that. And,
I wish I
Jared's
could just
bike.
fly there with a toolbox and fucking put it together.
Dude, if anyone can do it, it'd be you, man. For real.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna kill the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you
Hey, Neil.
guys soon.
Man, have a good night. Thanks for having us, man.